I don't know. I pushed all the buttons. You do you.
Shit. Okay, so recap. Uh, um, so, um, we started with the pit, and the pit was pretty bad. Um, the first round had like dryads, and I legitimately don't remember what else because the dryads were the important part. Um, and then there was a second round that had centaurs and griffins and other things.
Ooh.
And once again, I don't fully remember because the centaurs were the important parts.
That is accurate in both cases.
And now this one I fully remember because both parts are the important part. It was a T-Rex versus a Hydra, and that is something you want to see on a boat in the middle of the ocean on a Friday night.
Naturally.
The so the
Annis went downstairs to get away from the fighting and hung out with Aiden. They tried to go snoop but failed because for some reason all the doors in that lower level except for the doors into their room are fake. So they couldn't go into any other rooms.
Yeah.
Is it not working?
Yeah, it's not compatible with my computer.
Right. Well, okay. We'll
Let's
figure this out.
see, and then
Take that one back.
um, oh god, I literally just listened to this on the plane. Ah, let's see, and then they figured out that it probably has something to do with the heist. And then they came upstairs and God. Penelope had a chat with the mages and traded the axe coin for the staff coin, and
What the fuck?
but yeah, they traded for the staff coin, and then she also gave them the opera hats, and hold on, we have somebody at the door.
Fifth time this week.
Lord.
We need a we didn't order anything.
Goody. Shoot, now I lost track. Oh, yeah, trade happened. Oh, a conversation with Cotton Eye Joe happened, and then the second conversation happened, but that one was off screen. And then Joe got yeeted off the boat by actual MVP Lucretia, who came up to build the island for the Grail War game. Am I missing anything?
Did you cover? Um.
Did you cover that downstairs is currently not downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is currently preoccupied being something else.
Annis noticed that Lucretia's face was very briefly the face of the lady from the vision from like the 800s in Germany. So she's gonna figure that one out eventually. Maybe on the boat, maybe not on the boat.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a chance to tell anybody that yet.
Yeah, the very last thing that happened was the yeeting.
Yep.
I know some things happened off screen.
Yeah. I know Penelope had a conversation with Joe to ask a question that she didn't get to ask the last time she talked to him. I'm not going to elaborate on that conversation. I will say, however, that, and this is relevant. No, actually, no. I'm not going to say that part.
Keep the mystery going.
Mystery, baby.
Mystery. But yeah, so conversations were had. And then Penelope is going to send 2 texts directly after that conversation. And Will, you know what those texts are because
I sure
sent them
do.
to you. So that is when she sends them, is before he goes down onto the deck and then gets yeeted off the boat.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have a side conversation thing as well.
So was still at the
church?
church table.
Yeah.
Continued on talking to the church table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we left off. Was there there are obvious reasons why I did not see Joe get yeeted. Was very in-depth conversation.
And you didn't see the thing with Lucretia's face.
Nope, because he saw nothing.
Yeah.
I rolled like a 5 for that.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say that Penelope just didn't see Lucretia's face because she was busy texting, but she saw her like yeet him off the boat. So
Yeah. Sugar cubes don't even see that. Sugar cubes is preoccupied.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now I think that's everything.
That sounds right to me. I don't remember if it was that session or the one before where you found out the nature of the final contest. I think it was at the end of the one right before that, so you should be covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when they voted on the terrain.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we voted on the foresty terrain, which Butcher did not like.
Paris with the lane.
I didn't even.
I mean,
I
it's a hard time
honestly
for
on
him, so
forest. Didn't even think about how that much that would screw him over, but I'm
Worked
not
out.
mad.
Hey. Now that is truly it.
yeah. All right, so I guess we can pick up right after where that left off. Dude was just thrown off the boat, and while that was going on, for the sake of keeping things synced up, that was when the conversation with the church people happened, and both of those have just concluded. So now we're caught up. Go team.
Yeah. I figured, it'd be about that same time.
Yeah. That can be the distraction that breaks up the conversation you were having. Splash. So you may now proceed as you wish.
Could
Oh, shit.
someone go help him?
Absolutely not. Wait, where are you, Annis?
Not very
You're
far
near each
from
other.
her. We don't go very far. I was eating corn dogs.
Yeah, no. He deserved that.
Oh, okay.
But also, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You look like you've seen a ghost.
I quite possibly. She's just gonna, unless you say something to stop.
Annis? Okay, you're not gonna elaborate on that? Alright, bye.
Here.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, so that's what she's doing. What's everyone else doing, just so I know who's actually there?
So are you following after her? Or like that one interruption?
Wait, Penelope's not gonna interact or go over there right now. She's actually gonna go talk to Jameson. But yeah. But while Annis is doing that, that is when Penelope will talk to Jameson.
Okay.
But
And what is Aiden doing?
Aiden is currently very upset looking at Charity. Probably on the verge of tears right now. Just looking at her going, I no lie, and just walks back and is heading this way. Then she'll all the way over here. Deal with somebody else for a second. I don't know if you want to go first.
Well, I figured
Jameson.
Annis was gonna
Okay.
go first.
She's gonna slowly and carefully approach. To be clear, if you need to be left alone to make the island, I will leave. I don't want to get thrown off the boat.
Oh, no, that's not anything to do with you. I don't need too much concentration. It's more just time consuming. It gets a little pickier
Yeah.
once it actually breaks the water and I have to put stuff on it.
Yeah, I didn't think that was the reason you threw good old Joe off the boat. probably shouldn't talk about that here with all of the ears that can overhear, but I know more about that situation than I probably should. I
Did he
have
tell
some
you something?
questions for you. I'm sorry?
Did he tell you something?
No. I'd never met him before the boat. In fact, I haven't met him at all now, but I was moving some ley lines once and saw a vision of a certain place in Germany in the late 800s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So
So
we can talk about that some other time.
that may be better not here. Yes, you're correct. Do you mind that I knocked him off the boat?
No. I'm wondering if someone should help him, but as far as I can tell, he deserves it, so...
He'll be fine. This won't stop him. It'll just inconvenience him.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, you know who to ask. But just keep making that cool island.
Will do.
Gonna...
And yeah, like per what she was saying, you can see there's a lot of bubbles coming up, but nothing's actually broached the surface yet. But it is just off to the side. Oddly enough, the ship you're on doesn't seem to be reacting too much to the water shaking a bit. It seems to be sturdier than you thought.
Anything else?
I mean, I guess I'll come over. Oh, you're talking to Jameson. Nah, not at the moment.
Then I guess I'll start talking to Jameson.
Go for it.
Sandus walks past. So, Jameson, I have a proposal.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, so you heard what the last game of the night is, right?
Yeah, that's a bit of a bold one, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's kind of interesting. So, all right, hear me out. I have 3 of these golems to control. I obviously cannot control all 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
So I am giving one to... Oh, shit. Who else was it? Was I giving one to Aiden?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What else was I giving one to?
You had it up in the air between, like, Assassin for Buck.
Buck, that's right. Okay, Buck, yeah. But yeah, so... Would you be interested in possibly participating in the game if I gave you one of them? Because you're very good at managing. You're good at managing me, and I know I'm a handful, and I think you could have fun with it. Would you be interested?
Do I have to participate in the big event if I win?
You don't have to.
Because I would
You don't have to.
rather
You
not
just
participate in the big prize.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have to do the big prize. Like, if you won the big prize, then you could say, okay, cool, it's gonna go to this person instead, or basically you just get to decide what to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure. I never controlled one before, but I'm assuming this is intuitive.
Kind of?
Sorry, what was that?
Kind of?
Oh, well, there's no one else you'd rather do that than sure. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm going over options in my head. I thought I would ask you just to see if you were cool with the idea.
I don't mind trying as long as you set your expectations. I've never done something like that before.
Yeah? I mean, that's okay. Yeah, I just wanted to put it on the table.
Sure. That works for me. I'll give that a shot. Yeah. Which one?
Okay. Would you rather deal with a berserker type, or like a sword wielder type, or like an assassin type?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I will
Out of the
defer to you on that because it's not my world.
I'd say out of the three of those, what sounds more like me?
Like you?
Yeah.
I mean, you actually have a sword, don't you?
And yeah, I'll give you this. If I end up picking you, I will give you the sword.
Although I did picture a little raging Penelope.
Yes.
But like, you specifically use a sword, don't you? So wouldn't that be the one that you would be best suited for?
I guess.
I'm not. I will defer to you. Whatever you think.
Okay. Well, I've got until 3 o'clock to figure this out. So
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay, that works for me. He then turns around and orders a drink.
Cheers. She's like, hey, Jolene.
Yes?
Would you be interested in participating?
Are you sure you want me to do that?
Think about it. Think about it. You win. And you get the entry. You could totally find a way to gainful employment. She says, just winking, trying not to like fully elaborate, because she's like, pit fiends, and Van-Fem is right there, and oh god.
He's about to be busy. He might be real busy.
But also, pit fiends! So she's like, just like, winks, like,
if you want me to, but didn't you go through a lot to get that? Are you sure you just want to give it away?
Look, I can do whatever I want with the prices I have received. I'm an adult who can make choices.
It's definitely true. I guess it's up to you.
I personally don't know that I would actually enter the Grail War if I won.
So why are you competing?
For the fun of it.
She seems to be very confused, but slowly nods.
Look. This part is just a game, and then I can do whatever I want with the entry. I can
Fair
give it to
enough.
whoever I want.
Do you want to?
Do I want to what?
Do you want me to do that? Because I will if you want.
Only if you're interested. And only if you promise me that you'll use it for, good things. If you do win.
Okay, sure. She seems to be completely caught off guard by this entire conversation.
Sorry, I'm not trying to like scare you off or anything. I really want to have a conversation with you where there are no pit fiends around.
Just take her to the room, wink wonk.
That
One room to the left.
that is a challenge. They are everywhere.
Actually,
7 minutes in heaven is just
okay.
7 minutes of information.
Okay. Do not take what I'm about to say the wrong way. Can you meet me downstairs in my room in like 10 minutes?
You see her eyes darting over to Johnny and then back to you.
Don't worry, Johnny will be okay with it.
Oh, sure. Sure, I could do that.
Okay, cool. Then I'll see you in 10 minutes. And she just runs off towards where Johnny is. It's like, hey, I gotta tell you something really quick.
Okay.
I want to have a conversation with Jolene that doesn't involve pit fiends being around. So I'm taking her to the room, and she asked me.
So
if
you want
would
me
be
to kill her so you can have a seance?
What? No. What?
That was a joke.
Actually, Johnny, before I have this conversation, unrelated to that conversation, would you? No, wait.
Please don't put me in a contest.
No, I'm not. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst.
No, it's okay. It takes a lot of getting used to.
After the boat, this won't be as much of a problem.
It's true. Maybe next weekend. Go play bingo or something.
Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you know so that you didn't think anything weird was up.
I have faith in you. Do you want me to be there?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Okay. I'm meeting her downstairs in 10 minutes, so.
All right.
Okay. Gonna run back.
Oh, look. There's someone right next to that. What you doing there, Sugar
That's okay.
Cubes?
So Sugar Cubes, I put Sugar Cubes icon there just so you know where he was going, but it does take him a minute to get up there.
Yeah. I mean, I assume that happened while these conversations were going on.
Yeah, Sugar Cubes just deadpan looks Van-Fem in the face and starts speaking in Draconic to him in a very not happy grumble. And he's just like, you planned that. And I see what you're doing. And is like daggers at him. I'm gonna wait and see if he actually responds in Draconic or not, because I don't know if this guy actually speaks Draconic.
Oh, let me check his list, because I haven't looked at it in 2 months.
He will switch if he needs to, and he'll just be even angry that he has to.
Let me dig him out.
Like, you get spoiled when Lupin speaks Draconic.
Of all people, yeah.
Of all people.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but it's still kind of like, wait.
Yeah, actually he does.
Good.
So he lets you get your part in, and then he calmly says to you, "What exactly are you referring to?"
Oh, I don't know. Your pit full of centaurs? Were just amusement for you?
I did not pick what was summoned. I left that to the fiend.
The fiends that are attached to you, when they clearly know, and you know that I am here.
I did not tell them anything about you. Did you tell them something about you? Did you spend time with one?
Yes, I did.
Then that would be how they knew. They are passive-aggressive like that.
I can tell.
That is something that
That's
they can
okay.
do within the leeway of the permissions I have given them.
Fine, well here, answer me this. The rules are we cannot hurt others, but it doesn't say we can't hurt ourselves then, right?
I made no such rules, no. Do
He
you
looks
wish
around
to?
his table.
Do you need someone to talk to?
Does he have like a knife on the table by food or anything?
I mean, you could get one pretty easily. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, if he's got like food where he was eating, he's gonna take the knife and be like, all right, thank you, and just walks off with it. Or if he doesn't have it there, I know where he's getting one, so you know.
I mean, yeah, you could find one. There's plenty of food about.
Walks away. And you guys, he walks this way, you can tell he is very upset.
He's gonna turn to the nearby Johnny, and as you're leaving, he says in English, "I think your friend might need someone to talk to. He's not going to a good place." Yeah, all right, I'll go check it out. And she's following you now, too. On a very special episode of Dungeons & Dragons.
It's like, Aiden, you need to talk.
All right, so is everyone going downstairs or what? Like, where are people going?
I'm going.
Oh, well, Penelope was gonna talk to Buck.
Oh yeah, you can have your moment to talk for me, because it's take a minute to fucking walk.
All right, we'll cycle through.
Yeah.
Where was Annis going?
Alice went back to sit down at the bar where she was, but now she is just nervously watching a very upset-looking Aiden.
It was just speaking in Draconic and not being kind of
to
quiet.
Van-Fem in Draconic.
Yeah.
That's about all she's doing, though.
Like, I am concerned.
Okay, well then we will go to the Penelope part for now.
Oh, Buck!
Yes.
What are you... so... A knife.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I think you peeked and I couldn't hear any of that.
So I have a knife.
Yeah?
Knife summons an assassin.
That tracks?
Yeah. And there's a game that's happening later where we're going to fight a big Grail War.
Right.
You in?
Are you asking me to make a robot stab another robot?
Yeah.
Yes. That sounds fun.
Just let Jameson and Jolene know that their services are no longer needed. It is okay.
Are you firing him?
If we can't find a way for Aiden to play.
I asked if they would be interested in also participating since I have like 3 coins. It's like, hey, a stabbity object. Buck might like that one. So
I have been known to stab from time to time, it's true.
yeah. In more ways than one. I mean, what?
You see, that's why it's called subtext.
I'm being judged. But yeah. So if you're up for it, then cool. That's less for me to try and handle on my own. So
no problem. I'm happy to help. Just remind me, are we trying to win?
yes.
Okay.
Or even if we're not trying to win, we're trying to make sure certain other people lose.
Got it.
Yeah. Like
That changes the game a bit. It is easier to play Kingmaker than it is to actually win.
Cool.
If you're replying, I cannot hear it.
I said cool, then I guess afterwards or in a little bit we'll have a strategy meeting.
All right.
Want to figure out who this third coin is going to. I have 3 people right now and I don't know. So we'll find out.
Okay. Just let me know when to, I guess, go down to the meeting room.
Cool. Let's. Yeah, it probably won't be until after dancing.
Oh, okay.
So, cool. Alright, see you in a bit. She's gonna run downstairs.
Zoom.
Got
After
the
that part,
halfling
he's
zoom.
gonna go to the bar. Okay, so you're going downstairs.
Yep.
Penelope asks people to be in the Grail War, and they immediately go drink. Got it.
Yeah,
What?
basically.
Well, Jameson immediately ordered a drink.
Buck immediately.
Buck immediately ordered a drink.
Jolene was at the bar.
They're like, this is a lot to deal with. Hold on a second.
Not drunk enough for this. Annis orders a drink.
Fair enough. It's a lot to handle, but they also know it'll only be in a few hours, so, you know, whatever. Yeah, let me check the clock on this thing. Oh, yeah, this is not going to be for like another 4 or 5 hours. There's plenty of time.
I think Annis actually will order a drink.
Oh my god.
She's been warned not to order the Morgan.
By a certain somebody.
Don't fuck with Morgan.
Filling on like the mats.
Oh no, I was just...
She'll order a Bedivere.
Okay.
Yeah.
It comes in a fancy silver cup.
Hey. Are you going downstairs is what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You stop that.
Okay, so she's going downstairs. What is Aiden doing upstairs? Or is Aiden also going downstairs?
I was like, is Johnny going right now, or is she...
She's following you.
Oh, she's following me? Okay.
Yeah.
She's watching you get closer to the church.
Just don't mind me.
Slowly.
Just looks over. Reminds him, we dance later. Grabs a knife off the table and continues forward.
Now you have 2 knives. Great.
No, I have one knife, because there wasn't one at Van-Fem's. I was like, there's no way there's not a knife on the table with them.
So wait, you walked by him and you went to grab a knife?
I'm gonna do it where, like, Elias is. And he just points back. He's just like, we dance later.
He's gonna try to do something, because you walked in range again.
No.
Let's roll a
No.
spell. Let's see.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me do it my own.
Look, you're the one who's teasing him. He's gonna do his thing, and we'll see if it works or not. Where are you? I downloaded a monster pack that added like 800 more NPCs, and now scrolling is misery.
Medium rare steak. Dangled before the butcher's eyes.
Dear.
Medium rare, baby.
This isn't medium rare. This is about to be Kobe beef.
Delicious. Alright.
That'd be like Wagyu steak, my dude.
That's that premium steak.
Like gold filigree Wagyu steak.
Well, I'm falling on my ass at least. If this pops off, I'm going face first, baby.
It'd be like if the Kobe cows went extinct, and then one just was there.
What'd he roll? Did he pass?
He did pass.
Oh,
So,
cool.
as you walk by the table, you can feel yourself getting heavier.
Oh no.
And I just turn back to him. And I just middle finger him and go, I do anyways. And stabs himself in the fucking leg.
Okay.
Before the rest of it, like, he's gonna try and pop it before the dispel. He's like, nope.
Alright, let's see how much damage you do to yourself. Uh,
A D4, baby.
you've still got 10s in every stat, don't you?
Currently, yeah. He's only got the 3 HP as a human.
Yep.
Anis has abandoned her drink and is on her feet.
All right, let me see.
And he just looks back at Charity with, like, the fucking knife in his leg.
All right, I have to look at the math on this. All right, 5e improvised weapon.
It's a D4 if I recall correctly. I just need to roll a 3 or better.
All right, improvised weapons. Yeah, it'll be a D4 slashing, or I guess piercing, since you're stabbing yourself with it.
Yeah, baby.
So you don't have any strength bonus to add to it.
Just a
So
D4.
I guess roll your D4.
Fuck. Like, more damage.
You tried.
I did.
You're
You
still
stab
wrong.
yourself.
Oh
I
my
mean, you
God.
get the same effect regardless of what causes it. Okay.
So, like, he's gonna, before he starts falling completely, he's gonna get close here. And he, like, tries to get down as quickly so he doesn't face first plant.
Yeah.
And he looks at Charity. And he's just like, I know lie. I risk all. Make
All right.
bridge.
Let's make the appropriate update.
Downstairs.
Yeah,
She had just
Yeah,
gone
that's why I
downstairs.
was like, what you
No.
doing?
Yeah, so you stab yourself in your human leg, and regardless of the source of it, everyone turns and looks as you do this, which is pretty ridiculous. And then you lean forward as the hair on your head goes white. You shift forward, but also oddly up because your lower body changes appropriately. And you are now much bigger, much more unusual, and no longer bleeding because you did that before it wore off.
Yup.
Congrats, you are back to your real stats, and everyone can see you.
That motherfucker, you popping it.
And you can hear in the background an attempt to cover for this. Let's hear what she has to say.
Tommy coming through trying to clutch it. Shit.
All right, let's see what she can do.
I think I'm too far away to cast polymorph.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are. All right, so behind you, you can hear. Oh my god, he stabbed himself with the knife of centauring.
Johnny, oh my god.
Johnny tries to convince people this is a result of being stabbed with a knife, not your natural state. She rolled a 21, so
Oh, shit. Well,
some
I
people
don't
might
know if
believe
you're
that.
in, like, initiative turn order or anything like that, but Anis is absolutely hauling ass to the other side of the boat right now.
Sure.
Either way, he was getting pops.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
So
know
there
if
you
I
are.
need to go, like, my movement speed and then wait, and then my movement speed and wait, but
Yeah, we're not ascribing to combat right now because no one's
I mean,
fighting.
it's like, it's not a fight, because they can't fight him on the boat.
well,
Right. So following that,
Now.
you can see Charity goes, "Oh,
Shit.
wasn't aware there were still those here."
Close.
Oh, Charity made it through the bluff.
Yep. Well, she had extra reason to believe.
I mean, he didn't just go, I do not lie to you.
Yeah.
1 second, we lost the Penelope.
It's okay. She's downstairs.
oh, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but Fantasy Grounds closed on me.
Oh, no.
So yeah, Aiden just kneels before her and like gets to her face to face again. and just goes,
No, keep
okay,
going.
sorry. And it's just like, I risk all to build bridge. You, me, together. Please believe.
Where are you from?
What'd she say?
She's asking where you're from.
I can no say. And there may be no more of me. I know no. And like he's telling her this like just so her table can hear, like it is to them directly. Like he's making sure not to be loud. But I know Butcher's salivating.
Oh, he's walking up behind you.
Oh, yeah, no, I turn that fucking knife around and go, we dance minutes.
We're getting echo now.
Oh, it's
Wait, hold
Now
on,
there's
hold
an
on,
echo.
hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Muting my mic, it was not. I was trying something so that I could hear better. Sorry, that was me. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
You're good. I'm just
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You're fine.
Keep going.
Yeah, so he walks up and Aiden just turns the knife around and goes, we dance in minutes, and just points it towards him for him to stop.
Yeah, he ignores it and he goes over to the area where you were when you stabbed yourself, and he bends down and he wipes up the blood. And he goes back to his table.
I'm gonna grab his hand.
You can try to.
I'm gonna hold his hand very gently.
If you're, he's not letting you grab his hand. You would actually have to attempt to grapple for that. Are you going to do that?
What'd you say?
You would have to attempt to grapple because he's not letting you grab his hand.
Okay. I will do so. That'd be a strength check.
For grappling, I think it's technically athletics in this version. Let me check. I can never remember for 5e versus every other system.
It's still a
Because-
+2 for me.
Like, he just wiped up the blood with his hand?
Yeah.
All right, let's confirm how this works because it doesn't come up very often.
I assume Annis has made it over here, or would she still be running up?
You're getting there. Yeah, you're there in time. All right, so for grapple. All right, so target grapple, moment size larger, blah, blah, blah. Strength athletics check.
Okay. That's a 2 still.
Right.
Wee.
You are still rolling with disadvantage.
Fuck my life. Wee. Oh, wait, I forgot to put the 2 in there. 11.
11, okay. Okay, so you were at 11.
Yeah.
You do grab his wrist.
I wipe it off with my shirt immediately. And he looks at him and speaks to him. And he's like, I know what you tried. No. And just wipes it.
All right.
Question. Are there any drinks on the church table? Like water, probably not alcohol, but...
Oh, yeah, they have drinks.
Alright, I'm gonna just not even slowing down, just like run up these stairs, grab a drink,
Toss it out.
throw it on them, both of them, just right on the blood. If I can.
All right, one sec.
I mean, I'm not dodging it. I'm holding him in place. Please feel free to throw. Surprised I fucking got that grapple on him.
Yeah, he rolled a 3.
I am so glad he rolled a 3.
And you're back to your original stats.
Yes. Only a 2, but that 2 fucking helps.
Yep, and... Yep, because you successfully held him there long enough. Anna's chucking the drinks is successful at covering the both of you.
I just majestically shake my hair off. And I let go of his hand once the blood is gone.
Can't blame me for trying.
No.
Goes back to his
Again.
table, and he sits down.
And he just turns back to chair.
You are now covered in alcohol.
Was it actually alcohol?
Yeah.
You were actually drinking? No.
Yeah.
Like panting, like, sorry, I'll go get you another one.
Look, it's in your favor that it was alcohol.
Oh yeah, sterilize everything.
True.
Aiden just looks at Annis and just goes, he dispel, I decide, me first.
Oh, okay.
And he he just looks back at Charity and he once again gets down. He's like, I will change, but heart still stands. And he just looks at her and he waits.
All right. Roll your persuasion again. Using your real stats, but still disadvantage.
I cry. Oh, I actually have.
Both of those are bad.
Again.
Oh man,
He's just
you and sixes.
like he's heavily breathing at this point.
She looks you over in all of this, and she looks over to Laeticia and back to the other sisters, then back to you, and she says, "You're not supposed to be here anymore."
That is wrong. I am here. Before your eyes.
How?
I live just like everyone else.
You're not like everyone else.
That is only because you think. We share faith, we share love, we share family, meals, memories. We are not different.
You're a
just
fairy,
have
aren't
four
you?
limbs. Wait, what'd she say?
She asked if you were a fairy.
Yes. If technical, yes.
The
I
Fae are
had
not
no
to be
lives.
trusted. They manipulate.
No. Anyone can manipulate. People do it. Others do it. He is not bound to one type of person.
But it is their nature.
It is not my nature. My nature is heal. My nature is peace.
You bring much mystery to my table. We will need
I
time to
wish-
discuss this.
But you will see again. You and me, yes?
We will discuss this.
And he bows his head to her. Then he gets up. And he's gonna have to go change himself. He's now covered in
Yeah.
That's how he'll see to be.
So you're going downstairs?
He's gonna have to. I mean, he's drenched.
Yeah.
He looks to Johnny, and he looks to Annis, and he just goes, "Thank you. I go change." He just looks over at the butcher again. It's just like, I'd be back.
You can see the butcher is raising a hand, and the knife that you stab yourself with is lifted up and floats back over to the table, though there's no blood on it.
Yeah, it is in Aiden's hand.
You're still holding on to it?
Yes, he never let go of it.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Never mind then. If you've actually still got it, so you had that whole conversation with her still holding a knife?
It's like pointed down. Like
I'm just making sure I understand it. Yeah, okay. Then never mind. It's an intended object. He can't just mage hand that back. That's fine.
Yeah, he's staring at him. He knows what he's up to. He's not fucking dumb. He's got his horsey stats, baby.
It's
Which,
true.
Ironically, is dumber. But
It's dumber than his human stats.
But he's wise.
The wisdom is much higher. It's true. It's much higher.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Annis is just gonna rifle around in her bag for a second, pull out a little white stone, and just pop.
Oh, I forgot you had that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget all the time, too.
It's a good item.
Yeah, look, he's clean again.
It's true. You're clean, and all of the mess that you left, including the alcohol puddle, are now gone.
Yay, and just to make sure that, is the knife clean now, too?
It is.
Okay, cool. He'll place it back on the table in a minute.
Okay.
But, he's gonna look to Laeticia, and he's gonna get close to her and just quietly whisper to her, just, he's like, just call me Aiden. And he gets up and he leaves them.
She seems surprised by this whole experience. But she doesn't say anything.
He looks to Annis. He's just like, I guess must return knife. Is clean now.
You don't have to. He just reaches out and gently takes it out of his hand. You don't have to. I'll take care of it.
Well, we were dance. I assume we still dance.
So you're not going back downstairs to
You
finish
just cleaned
now
him.
that you cleaned him?
Yeah,
Or
you-
that I cleaned him? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like just one of the cutlery from the ship, or is it
Yeah,
like...
it's from the butcher's table. He just took it from there.
Okay, but it's not like the butcher's property?
No.
No, this is just the silverware provided by the ship.
Is it a fancy knife?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Take it.
And this is just gonna slowly put it in her bag.
It's got like a little Van-Fem emblem on it.
That's just for safety. I'll return it later.
Ernest never returns it.
Clinks against the
The tea
the
kettle.
tea kettle and cup that I definitely also stole earlier.
So yeah, Aiden's a big ol' honkin' horseman now.
Yep.
Yup.
That is out.
Yeah, that is definitely out. Looks over to the other side of the boat, makes eye contact with Van-Fem.
He shrugs.
Like,
He looks at, like, other side. He's just kind of taking in the sights.
I mean, you can see a lot of interest from the lore table. They've not gotten up yet, but they're watching.
The guy watching the keep, then everything's
so
on
it's just like,
fire.
oh shit.
You can see Derek awkwardly sitting against the bar with his hand up over his face.
You can still do those dances, buddy. You're just way taller than everyone, and you have extra legs.
Dancing
No.
much harder now for legs. Was looking forward to human dance. You want dance first?
I don't know if dancing is going to happen now.
Dancing. Dancing still happens.
Okay.
I was gonna say the dance floor's there.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the Lord would love to dance with him now. fuck it. He's gonna go dance with Jonas. He doesn't know who Jonas is.
Oh no.
He's gonna walk over to someone. He'll come back to the butcher. The butcher doesn't get his dance right away now. He's being punished. Oh fuck, stairs. He's stuck! You just see him staring at the stairs. Annis!
Do you not still have human potions?
Got like... 2.
Just jump down.
That's true.
That is true. That's still a lot of stairs to jump
Are
down.
stairs that hard for you?
Horses don't go downstairs.
No, but you can stick to walls. Just walk over the edge.
I can do that now. Oh boy. He has been a human this whole time. He hasn't been able
Yeah, in the human body he can't because he doesn't have the horseshoes.
Well, time to get freakier. He
On
just
his human
looks
feet.
at the stairs. He just looks at the wall and he just goes over the side.
Yeah. It's like the stairs are harder for you than actually just going at a 90-degree angle.
100%. And he just sees Mr. Hierophant. He's just like, I may employ services later.
Oh, good.
He's gonna have a very quick word with Charity before she heads off.
Okay.
And it's really more gonna be like, I want you to know that Sugar Cubes couldn't manipulate his way out of a wet pepper bag. He might be a fae, but his doesn't have an evil bone in his body. And phantasmals are everywhere, and you should just learn to get along with us. And then she's gonna walk off.
Aww.
Like, she's not hiding her ears.
Yeah. But
There's-
Yeah.
He didn't know.
she got his back.
And then they're left with Johnny standing there, and she goes,
He tried so hard.
fuck authority.
Everyone else-
And then she walks away.
What? I did not hear what you said.
She said fuck authority. She's gonna go downstairs now. Alright, I'm gonna drag a bunch of you downstairs.
Horse is out of the bag. I guess that means you can do the Grail War.
I guess.
The mock Grail War.
Yes.
And you don't have those pesky, stupid human stats anymore.
Metal wall. Yes, I no feel less me. Dirtier. Still have potion you want back?
You hold on to him for now. You never know when you might need to be a human.
Fair. Well, you know, if we build bridge, better now than later. Eventually find out. So,
I mean, either they're willing to work together with us or they're not.
yes,
Nothing we can do to change their minds other than just be ourselves.
you right. I know hide. I'd go find dance partner. You dance with Derek?
Well, that was the plan. I think we should probably wait on Penelope. She'd never forgive us if we started the
That's
dance party without her.
That's
Well, no, weren't you guys gonna? I mean, hold on. I'm not there.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Never
so
mind.
weren't you guys gonna start the dancing so it didn't seem like she was charming
that's
everyone?
yeah.
Okay.
We did talk about that.
Okay, rewind then.
You know what? Aiden looks over and sees a moss there.
Oh dear. Is he actually there?
Is he still there?
Begrudgingly.
Oh no.
And he looks to Annis. He goes, I start Moss, you start Derek.
I don't know if no.
No,
No. You are mana. He drains mana.
but you say only if he not careful. He been careful.
No, this is a bad idea, and don't
Okay.
do it.
Okay. I go find another dance partner.
All right. I mean, I will
Ooh,
dance with Derek. Absolutely. I'll dance with anybody.
Have
who wants
you?
to dance?
dance. Have you danced? Talk any masked people by lore
I haven't talked to anyone from Lowell. That's been Penelope.
either? I don't know who she talked to. I guess there or bar. Okay, I go find. Butcher later. Butcher punished. Just and then he starts dancing with the Roomba. His Roomba. You know what? Fuck it. I'm starting the dance with the Roomba.
Oh my god.
The Roomba is idling and just doing light show.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will go find an actual dance partner.
There you go. All right, we're gonna cut down to the room with
Room time. If you were a lady, Buck would dance with you.
Hold on, we can fix that.
No.
drinks potion.
Gets long hair again, puts on makeup.
Like, I can feel my dick receding into my body.
I mean, that's a thing that we can now clip out of this for the future. Meanwhile, bing.
I just like to imagine this whole time, like the whole time that was happening, Penelope's just like, I wonder,
Actually,
Johnny and you great to see them once they finally get here. I hope I'm not getting stood up.
It takes them a moment to get there because of a distraction. But yeah, eventually Johnny gets down there and knocks on the door.
So did they show up at the same time?
Yeah, because she was gonna go down when all of that went down, and Johnny was there when it went down, so they both go down at the same time. She doesn't know which room is yours, so she kind of needed Johnny to show her.
Yeah, she's gonna open the door.
Found her. Here she is.
Yeah.
Also, heads up,
Huh?
Sugar Cubes is out of the bag.
What did I miss? I was literally gone for less than 10 minutes.
It took him less than one.
Oh
To be
my
fair.
god. Oh my god. Why?
To be fair.
Like,
Yeah, you can tell him when you get up there. I think he's trying to dance or something. Anyway, brought you Jolene.
okay. Okay. So, Jolene, for real, would you be interested in entering the Grail War and getting a wish, potentially, so that you can get out of your contract?
I don't think I would survive an actual Grail War, but in terms of getting through a contest, I guess that's something to barter with.
Yeah. I'm just... Like, look, I realize that some people are actually benefiting from their deal with Van-Fem. I realize that. But you don't seem like you are. You and Fancy are both not... You don't seem like you're doing... You don't seem like you're flourishing, if that makes sense.
We are stunted. We're stuck in a pattern we're not allowed to grow out of. It's true.
And that's just cruel. Like, I mean, I saw the same thing with Johnny. It's like I wanted to help her get out of her contract because Johnny was getting help back. Like, she's gonna be free to be her own person now. She's gonna be free to do whatever she wants. She's gonna be able to come into her own power, and I'm just like, frankly, I would like that for you guys too.
Wait, you got her out of her contract?
That's what's gonna happen, yeah.
She looks back to Johnny, and Johnny shrugs, and she's like, well, shit, I didn't know you could do that. Is
Yeah.
this some kind of, like, music industry trick that I don't know about? Did you buy her out?
No. I mean, I kind of had to. Not that I really want to use gambling terms, but I think this is probably the best way to put it. I had a really convincing chip to put on the table.
Sounds like it. I mean,
we got a copy of her contract after the fact, of course, but it's honestly, even if I can't help you, see if you can find a way to get a copy of your contract. And see if you can get a way to get it to me.
okay.
I also found loopholes in Johnny's contract where Van-Fem technically did not hold up his end of the bargain.
Huh. Okay, yeah, if that's something that you can work with, I mean, we don't have a lot to lose.
Yeah. And I don't know, it sucks because like I assume you and Fancy are both human.
Last I checked.
Yeah. I mean, you
10
don't have to
fingers,
deal
10
with all
toes, 2 horns. That was a joke.
Look. But it's just like even though you're human, you still have to deal with almost the same kind of shit we're having to deal with as phantasmals. You're just suppressed. You're not able to be who you fully are, and frankly, that's upsetting.
It's a stressful thing.
Yeah. Like,
But
I don't
yeah,
have...
we could try to get you our contracts. I mean, they're not things that he usually leaves lying around, but it's not like there aren't enough of us who have access to something.
I mean, and she's gonna give Jolene Mr. Hierophant's contact info. She's gonna be like, in any case, even if you can't get it to me, get it to him.
Okay. She puts it in her phone.
Mm-hmm. You can tell him I sent you. I don't have the same leverage to get you guys out as I did with Johnny. But Johnny is also a special case. And Johnny is, quite frankly, Johnny is special to me, so I had to use the special chip that I had in my hand.
I understand.
But that doesn't mean that I don't want you guys to go free too.
I appreciate that. It's very kind of you, honestly. Any chance there's something better would be appreciated.
Yeah. And I do mean what I said upstairs earlier. Like, my finances are shit. Or they're not shit, but like, Jameson could use the help. So if you can find a way out, I've got a job for you. So.
Okay. Yeah, I would be open for that if it's possible. I get the impression that the boss he doesn't like losing things, but he's also not one to pass up a good opportunity, so it sounds like you managed to make it work for her. Let's see what we can do.
mean, we still have to get through the night. But we get to the other side of the night completely, or not completely, but, you know, if we get to the other side of the night unscathed, then she's free.
One verse at a time, right?
She's just gonna walk over. And I assume Johnny is sitting there.
Yeah, she's just sitting on the bed watching. She's all
She's
like crossed leg style.
She's just gonna go sit on the bed next to Johnny and just like reach over and hold her hand. She's like, "We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make this happen."
Yeah, I think so. I guess now we've got to find a way to get back off the boat without, you know, Horse Boy getting hunted.
Make it work. We still have horse prison.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to go for that, but he might have written himself into a corner, so.
You know what? If that's horse prison, then I'm gonna be the horse police and he's going to horse jail.
Horse police?
Your Honor, I'm innocent. It wasn't me this time.
You'd probably make a good horse policeman with that hat of yours.
Oh wait, I don't have the hat anymore.
Don't you still have your official cowgirl hat?
Oh my god!
Episode 3, yeah.
She's gonna like dig in her bag really quick and pull out the cowboy hat and be like, "Oh my god!"
He's never seen a cowboy hat in his life.
Oh wait.
Let me dig that out for people.
She's just gonna be like, oh, "I can be the horse police." Okay, yes, yeah.
Oh my god.
Now imagine that also with like lights and rhinestones and shit.
Yeah, because she's fancied it up since then.
Yeah. She's just like, love this hat. Think it would ever come in handy, but I do like this hat.
I just, apropos of nothing, I kind of miss Gunter.
Gunter would have
Actually, Johnny, this hat would look really cute on you too. She just pops it on her head.
Careful, the horns will break it.
Probably. Look, those rhinestones are heat set. They're not going anywhere.
She carefully situates it. You recall that she spent much time learning how to wear a hat, so she makes it work.
I think it looks cute. And then she's like, yeah, so just keep in touch, okay, Jolene?
I will to the best of my ability.
Yeah, do what you can. Even if you need to just send a text every now and then and just be like, I don't know. Find a way to keep me updated, okay?
I will.
She's just gonna like reach over and just kind of like give Jolene's hand a quick squeeze, just like an encouraging handhold, not a hey girl, hey handhold.
Right. She appreciates it. So just to be clear, you want me to participate in this game thing?
See, that was my train of thought. But now that Horsey McGee has now literally shown his butt to everybody, he might want to enter. But if you're actually interested,
I might be better off not. I have a feeling that it would somehow be used against me.
that's fair.
Oh my god, actually.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we don't like as much as I am annoyed with the shit he pulls, as much as I am annoyed with the way he runs things, I'm trying not to piss him off too much. Maybe a little bit, just for the funsies. But
It's a fine line. He respects a certain amount of friction, but it's a dangerous game to play too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, just we'll see how the night goes.
She nods. Do you two want to be alone for a bit? I feel like I'm intruding.
Sure? Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna shuffle out. Carefully closes the door.
That was actually a very well-timed door close in the background.
Haha.
Fully work.
She's gonna go upstairs.
Bye, Jolene.
She has returned to upstairs.
Oh, snap.
Guess we too can return to upstairs.
I'm going to clarify as soon as everybody, or whenever we get back, or shift back to upstairs stuff. They are not getting nasty.
Nope. We don't believe that. That's an Anna's thing.
Roll persuasion or deception. Don't tell us which.
Okay.
Seems legit.
Except it shows you what I rolled, so...
It does show you, but yeah, like that was mostly the joke.
Yeah.
Quite persuasive. We believe you.
Yay. Yay.
All right, we're back up on top. How you doing, Annis? I see you're at the bar.
Yeah, Ennis goes back to the bar, grabs her abandoned Bedivere, and just chugs it. Is it very alcoholic?
It seems more alcoholic now than it was when you left it, and Derek says, I had a feeling you maybe wanted a little bit more added to that.
She's like, slams the fancy silver cup back down, wipes her mouth like, thank you. And then she's going to climb up onto the bar. I know. Attention, everyone. I, for one, want to do some dancing before we engage in combat. Who's with me?
Just raise his hand.
My foremost friend wants to do some dancing. This is going to be your one and only chance to dance with a centaur, so you'd better take it.
Okay, so in response to that, you got at least one taker who is absolutely happy to dance with a centaur.
While he's doing that, Aiden is preparing himself. He's taking his sash and tying his tail up so it's not loose.
And is your hair? Oh, your hair's short.
My hair is short, and he's tucking it like one behind his ear. You know, that shy kind of like, oh gosh, but it's him trying to play off like, you're not fucking taking my hair. Oh gosh. Tail is up. Excuse. I don't want to trip on it, which is also fair because dancing with humans is probably gonna be fucking hard.
Yeah, horses aren't very good for this.
Well, I mean, I actually made up a whole thing of cultural dances. I was gonna lay thick on the butcher.
Oh dear.
However, it seems that Pierce is gonna be the first one, so you know.
Okay.
I've kind of lost my stuff, and I made up a whole slew of cultural dances and shot coffee out of my nose.
Like,
So-
I was so ready for the 3 phases of this. But we're punishing the butcher right now, okay? We don't reward him for dispelling people.
Right, well, dance parties aren't very fun if more people don't dance, but that's okay. I know you're all shy, so...
The couple goes down.
Pops back down, just
Yeah.
grabs Derek's hand and starts pulling.
He's gonna, like, wait. I figured, like... he'll be like...
Just gonna stop by this... Is it the Roomba that's playing the dance music, or is it?
The Roombas are just providing light. You don't know where the music's coming from, but there is music.
Oh, they're down.
So finally start using
them. I had a sneaky suspicion I would get those two.
You're just gonna walk up and see Pierce and Iden together, and you're just gonna be like, it's like, what did we miss? You're like, I know you said we're gonna start dancing.
Clap. Let's get some dance music going and start dancing.
Love me time, baby.
A nice dancing beat.
No. Penelope is like here for party music. We're here to waltz, baby. Some jazz.
Look,
Somehow
if you
Sandstorm by Darude is playing.
And Pierce walks down the fucking stage. It's like the prom where he walks down the stairs and he's Cinderella.
Oh.
Oh,
Pierce looking so nice. I'm so scared.
You should be.
I'm more scared of
Obviously, we've got to keep an eye on our horse friend and make sure that guy doesn't try anything funny with him.
Iden's prepared for this man to start sucking the life out of him the moment the hands touch.
every time we touch, I get this feeling.
I'm feeling like my life is being sucked away.
My mana is being drained.
That reminds me of that one seed I had. Just throw it in the pocket.
No way.
All right. Well, your dance parties have begun.
So yeah, Iden just puts out, I guess, a hand to Pierce, and he kind of he does like a bow first, and he just says, "Sugar cubes," and looks him in the eyes and waits as he just towers over him.
Because Iden is now taller than basically.
I am now taller than the butcher, and it's
Yep.
gonna be great. I'll fuck you and you're 6'3". I'm 7.
You are very tall. A legitimate question for anyone who knows more about horses than I do. Can horses move perpendicularly?
So they actually can go like diagonal, and
Yeah.
they trot to the side. Yeah.
But can they go directly left or right? I don't
I
think they
think-
can.
I think it's still in that weird trot. Like,
Grabbed for his phone to Google it at light speed just now.
Like, it doesn't matter in any way for gameplay. I'm just purely curious as to if a horse can actually just move directly to the left or right. I don't think that would work, but I don't know.
no. The way that I had it worked out was like the dances are done in like circles.
Sure. It makes
So
sense.
he's- Yeah.
I'm just imagining Iden being brought low by line dancing.
So yeah, he's just looking at Pierce, waiting for his name, as he hasn't gotten it from Pierce.
You are fascinating.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I'm being rude. Yes, my name is it's Pierce, and you are you still Sugar Cubes, or was that a stage name?
Hey, Sugar Cubes. Do you seem fascinating too? You also white hair.
It's true. Yes, I aged a bit in my time. Is yours natural? He seems to be more fascinated in your existence than anything that you're saying. Like, he's like kind of walking around you and inspecting you like you're an animal.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Yes, natural. You, I assume, natural too?
Oh, very natural. Where are you from exactly?
I prefer not say.
Are you from the other side? You can tell me.
I prefer not say. Leave mystery.
Ah, but that's so cruel. I'm Department of Lore. I'm all about understanding things.
Oh, I did no. Question. You, lore, you know things? You
I know many things.
languages? You fluent languages?
Oh, quite a few.
What kind?
What kind of languages?
How many? Common hard. I understand, but speak hard.
Oh, I get it. You're having trouble with the... You are from out of space, aren't you?
Sure.
What do you know? Which ones do you know? I can help you with that.
And he just goes through draconic, very natural, you know?
I've studied it. I've not spoken it before, but I've definitely... I can read it.
Do you speak fairy?
I can read it. I don't get a lot of chances to speak this with people.
What
I can
do
try.
you know? Oh, okay. We can practice. I can help. I judge your Sylvan. Not
And
judge,
then an absolutely perfect Sylvan. He says, how's this?
You have it down.
Oh, this is exciting. I don't get many opportunities to try this. And all of this is in Sylvan. He's got remarkably good Sylvan.
Accent and everything. Are you sure you haven't spoken this before?
I've spoken it, but I've never had anyone to critique it.
Oh no, it's perfect. It's accent and everything. I haven't had someone human to... You are human, right?
Yes, of course.
Insight that.
Oh, I already know he's lying to me.
Inside that shit.
Are you?
Inside that shit.
I tried to call him on his bluff, actually. Hold on, because I'm double checking him, Pierce. Yeah, you know, like, not to be rude, because if I remember correctly, the ping you told me, it was enough that it was more than just like contracts and like religions and stuff. Like this was actually like a mid-level celestial ping, right?
For him?
Wasn't it Joe?
No, Pierce had it. He had elemental and celestial.
Oh.
I mean, like, you were getting the impression that there was something going on with him. It's hard to tell what exactly it is. Like, it was more than what you were getting out of the contract people that you were writing off, though. There's something to it.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, interesting. You don't really read exactly human, but...
Oh, you're reading me. What do you see? I'm curious.
Oh, he just looks at him like really concerned. You don't know?
I mean, I'm human, but you seem to think I'm something else.
You're touched by the angels.
That's very flattering.
Now he's flirting in Sylvan. Now, if he takes it as a pickup line, that's on him.
How do you read yourself?
As a fairy? Kind of what I am. Despite, you know, the half-human torso. I guess the lower half scares a lot of people.
So how exactly are you here? I was under the impression that your kind couldn't survive on this side. Is that why you look so tired?
I'm doing great. I don't know what
you are sweating profusely.
He's just like breathing in and out. Like, I was very intrigued to see this boat and everything going on. You know.
Are you okay?
I'm doing great. Like, have we actually started dancing? Like, are you taking the lead or?
He's just been walking circles around you and looking at you like you're just this fascinating thing to him. You haven't touched or anything.
It's a fate game now. Somebody's walking in circles around somebody.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
When he reaches the front of him, he'll like kind of put his arm out gently to catch like his waist. He's like, I do still want to dance if you would be up for that. I haven't.
Are you sure you're up for that? You seem to be very tired.
I mean, I've never gotten to really talk with other humans or dance with other humans.
Hold on, let me try to help. If I may, can I help you with that?
Are you gonna try and put feet back on me? I can do that at least.
No. I meant with the fatigue.
Oh, I don't generally like people touching me with magic.
I mean, that is up to you. But if you would, like, I would hate to see you get hurt up here. You seem very tired.
What would you do? If you would be so kind to please tell me before, like, anything is, I agree or disagree. I do like to know what's before me. As a man of lore yourself, I feel like you might respect that.
Well, you seem to be based on your clearly fey nature, you seem to be a bit low on mana for survival on the side of the world. So I'm proposing, if you would like more mana, I could help you with that. Yeah.
I just see this flushed look across his face, like,
Didn't know Pierce was a furry.
Look.
Into monster fucking? I mean, what?
Are you saying that you would want to give mana to me directly?
He stares at you for a second, and they wait, do your people do it the crude way?
Please? And the answer is yes. Yes, they do. He just looks at him like, I don't think we know each other well enough. I
have a sorcery trait that allows me to transfer mana by contact.
Contact. I mean, yes, there is contact. I don't know you that well yet.
Oh, you were very... Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Flattering, but no, that wasn't what I meant. Can I touch your hand?
What'd he say?
He asked if he could just touch your hand.
I mean, if we're dancing, I mean, we'd be touching hands.
Is that a yes? He puts
just
his hand out for you to touch.
He looks over to Annis, and he's just, like, slowly looks back and touches Pierce's hand, and, like, gently, like, puts his fingers into his and tries to start dancing. Sure, let's try this.
Okay, for my memory, do you still have the detect good and evil spell going, or did that wear off hours ago?
It wore off a while ago, but I can pop it again.
No, I mean, I'm just asking if you can still actively sense things or not. Or if that was just done.
Currently.
Okay. That's fine. It just affects the description. That's all.
Okay.
So, yeah, when he touches your hand, you feel relief. You feel your breathing gets less shallow. You stop sweating, and you are no longer exhausted.
Yay! I just take a big gulp of fucking air, and I just look at him, and he's just like, oh, thank you. You didn't have to actually do that. That was
I would
very
be
kind.
remiss if I allowed anything to happen to the only centaur I've ever seen.
That is fair. It's fair. I can't say much to that. Tell me more about yourself, Pierce, and if we want to go over to Annis's dancing.
Sure. Yeah, he makes some small talk about study and lore and whatnot, and we can fill in the details of that later if it comes up.
Back to that.
Yeah. Annis is watching that like a hawk. She's like surprised, but not as surprised when they start speaking in Sylvan. Do I need to make a roll to see if we're dancing okay? Or
I can dance without disadvantage now.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah, you could make a roll, I guess, performance.
Performance? Okay.
Woo.
It wouldn't be athletic.
Did you take the disadvantage off my thing?
You are no longer exhausted, so it should have gone off automatically.
Fuck yeah. Alright, let's hope I don't roll horribly on this.
I'm really distracted by
16, baby!
speaking Sylvan and touching.
God. Look, Aiden was very distraught at first because the answer was yes.
right, so Annis is absolutely distracted, and Derek is trying to compensate, but he's not really a dancer either. He's way more of a... more doing, like, katas and trying to play them off as dancing, but less, like, fist heavy, so it's really just the leg work. Awkward dorky dancing.
So did you, what is it over there in America? Prom? Did you go to prom?
I did not go to high school.
Yeah, I didn't either, actually. Homeschooled?
It's pretty much the way. I had tutors, though. My parents were very keen on my education. They just kind of misjudged what skills I was going to need.
And it's like stumbles a little bit, like, oh shit. I'm normally much better than this, but I mean,
Look, it's been a long night. We already did a dance number.
That's true. The speaking Sylvan over there, it's alarming.
Yeah, I noticed that they do that whenever they don't want us to know what they're saying. It's kind of rude.
Sorry, I didn't catch what you said at all.
I noticed that they do that whenever they don't want us to know what they're saying. I guess it's rude, but like, so it's eavesdropping, so maybe it evens out. I don't know, it's weird.
I don't think it's that. I think that English is really hard for sugar cubes. So if he can find someone that speaks a language he's more fluent in, he tries to do that.
Yeah, I think we should get him Rosetta Stone or something.
His new study.
Oh dear.
Whether it's the computer software or the actual thing, either way.
We're gonna go to Egypt and get the actual Rosetta Stone. Okay.
I mean, you know a guy. He could probably get it.
I do. We could. What would we? Who would the Rosetta Stone summon in the Grail War?
That is not my area of expertise. I have no idea.
And so on and so forth. Uh-oh.
Right.
What was that?
Oh
no.
My keyboard.
No.
Did your keyboard escape?
Momentarily, it was captured.
Oh no.
But yeah, that's about that for now. Just keeping an eye on Pierce,
God.
making sure he doesn't try anything funny.
I've just realized that my keyboard is old enough to drink.
Oh no.
This
Making
keyboard
sure
is
he
made in
doesn't-
2002.
Anywhere uncouth. Doesn't try and cop a feel of horse ass.
Look,
He'd have to make some effort.
It's true.
she's already seen Aiden go completely red while in Sylvan.
It's true.
It is true.
She's glaring disapprovingly.
She's like, my mother would be proud at my judgment right now.
So, you think his sister's gonna kick his ass later?
Oh, if she finds out about this, 100%.
Yeah, fair. Well, that'll be a thing.
Yep. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If we get to it.
Yep. So, are you gonna, control a robot later?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You gonna shoot arrows at stuff or something?
I don't be shooting it. Which is good, because I'm not really good with a bow.
I assume it'll be like a video game or something.
Probably. Not really sure how it's gonna work, but I guess it'll be fun.
It'd be interesting at the very least. I mean, you know. You gonna try to win?
I don't know. I think the game plan is more to just keep certain parties from winning.
That's fair. I mean, when you've got like 4 of the pieces, it's really just gonna be a matter of bullying someone else.
Yeah. I think we're all on the same page about who we're bullying first. It's over at Butcher.
Yeah.
Is Butcher like just basically like laser focused on Aiden, or is he like, I don't know.
He is talking to the people at his table, but he's not losing eyesight on Aiden.
Right, that's right. Punishment, baby. Someone else danced with me first, ya whore.
That's exactly what he's thinking.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It has nothing to
Alright,
do with every myth ever about the benefits of centaur parts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look, I'm gonna make googly eyes at Pierce to make him jealous.
I'm going to very purposefully get right in Butcher's line of sight to Aiden.
She just stares at him back.
Glares, does the whole like water tribe.
He blows you a sarcastic kiss.
Can I perception to see the kiss and catch it?
My God.
Oh my god.
I mean, you can try, but I don't know how you would catch it when you're on that side.
I have to roll.
Oh
Word.
my god. I'm kidding. I promise I'm kidding. I am Sylvan Deep with.
She flips him off.
Hey, that's my girl. When Penelope gets upstairs.
Gonna be that like that scene of the guy with the pizza. I'm telling you.
Yeah. She's gonna come up and be like, you know what? Let's go back downstairs.
Yeah, this is about the time Penelope would get here. Dancing and whatnot takes time. I'll drag Penelope up. Boop.
They were doing the Kirei circling around. No, they were circling Kirei. No, I don't know. The circling took a while, is what I'm trying to say.
Kirei was being circled in 0, and then in turn, Kirei did the circling in Stay Night.
That's right.
By himself, like a weirdo.
No, callback.
Before they come upstairs, can she and Johnny have a quick chat?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We'll ignore the fact that they're on the deck, but go ahead.
Sorry, like both Fish and Arnie just leaned in and gave me this look, and I'm like,
didn't you miss playing with us in person?
yeah, she's just gonna be like, and this is after Jolene has left.
Yep.
She's gonna be like, hey, you're not that I think that you would be upset by that whole conversation, but you're not upset, right?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Don't mistake the fact that I don't like being around them with the idea that I don't like them getting help.
Yeah. I'm it's like I was telling her, I don't like the fact that, like, yeah, he's providing them with power, but also he's not letting them really grow as people. And that's, like, if he's trying to, like, build up their legends or whatever, like, that's not the way to go about it. People create their own legends, you know?
I think that's why he liked the idea of you singing new songs about them.
I mean, yeah, but, like, that's they're still trapped. And they're just kind of living life by the terms that he sets, and
it's not okay.
Like, it's not okay for you, it's not okay for them. It might be okay for some people, they may be happier that way, but, like,
It's not a good life for them.
No.
Honestly, if getting them in touch with the lawyer man gets them even a little bit more leverage over the boss, makes me pretty happy because he's got too much.
He does. And wouldn't it be funny? I don't know if this is actually feasible, but wouldn't it be funny if we had, like, own little, like, phantasmal talent agency or something like that? Somebody settled into contracts with, a crazy dead apostle, just letting them be who they want to be.
It sounds like a good idea if you can get them enough protection that they'll be safe. I mean, most of them haven't been as successful as you have with being in the spotlight.
Yeah. I mean, I know part of that, I don't know what it is that Jameson does, but he keeps me pretty safe.
I should really ask him about that sometime.
Yeah, that's kind. It's. I don't bring it up.
Yeah, it's a weird conversation.
I feel like, hey, Jameson, you've kept me from getting absolutely fucking murdered. You do it. So that's a good way to ask. I might do that.
He'd probably react to that.
Yeah.
So you want to go see if Aiden's getting eaten by a butcher yet?
Well, I hope that's not happening. Do you think they've started doing their whole dancing thing by now?
I think that's what they were trying to do when I went down.
See if they're, if the party's started already and...
It's okay, you're fashionable.
What? Oh, fashionably late. Well, you're fashionable too, so there.
I know, you helped pick out my clothes.
He's just gonna grab Johnny's hand and start heading out the door to go upstairs.
Okay. You successfully go upstairs and you step out the door, and you can see Annis and Derek are dancing. You can see all the people dancing, including Aiden and Beers. And Aiden seems to be full centaur.
Oh my god, you weren't kidding. He is full ass out.
Yep. He is full ass out and apparently dancing with that guy.
That's not great.
He doesn't seem to be eaten yet.
Keep an eye on him.
I'll have to.
Anyway, want to dance?
Sure.
Gonna leave Johnny over here. Yeah. And I guess that's a performance.
Yeah. Fucking upstage everybody.
Oh, hell yeah. It's not performance.
Fucking got me by 2.
Plus 9. That crazy Penelope plus 9.
Anna's is tripping over nothing, and Penelope is like dancing circles around her.
Aiden is surprisingly dancing with a human. Granted, he has 4 legs currently. I'm gonna make it. Then Johnny upstages all of us.
Johnny's got nothing on Penelope. She's just trying to keep up.
Oh no.
Penelope is gonna do the thing where, like, you dip the person. It's gonna spin her around somehow, even though Johnny is a full foot and some change taller than her.
She makes it work. She makes it work. She just goes really low when she needs to.
There's a conveniently placed crate that you just hop on.
A convenient apple crate.
Yeah, she spins her around and then does the dip thing and...
Yeah. You keep going.
But while they're dancing, she's just gonna keep an eye out, see if anybody looks like they're up to anything weird, or like see how Aiden's doing.
Right, you can do a perception check.
Eventually, Annis is going to direct her attention to the side of the ship that the harvesters and the church are on, and just be like, anyone from that side of the boat want to dance?
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
If you fucking get Cherry to dance, I'm gonna be pissed.
She's also going to direct a little bit of her attention at Freddy, but let's persuasion. Okay.
Yep.
I have a 0. All the dice. That was man.
You're close enough to Penelope.
Rolling.
Roll that shit.
Okay.
Oh, you almost got the Annis 1 to 20 play.
Almost.
You don't seem to get them off their feet.
Well, don't complain if your night is boring.
Love Annis so much. No fucks given. Y'all are party.
And now that the big secret is out, she's just like, no, okay, I don't have any pretenses anymore. I'm just gonna have fucking fun because we're gonna die.
Annis gets the satisfaction of not having to hold back that polymorph anymore.
Honestly, yeah, like there was not even 2 left. Like he was not gonna make it out of there before Butcher was gonna try and dispel him again. Well, on my terms, motherfucker. But yeah, he's just like, I guess Pierce and Iden are dancing. He's like, so you seem very fascinated with the other side. Is that just like a lore thing in general?
It's an entire world that we don't really understand. How could I not be curious?
That's fair. I don't know much about your world either.
Do you find it fascinating?
There's a lot of things I don't know about.
We've got a lot going on this side. It's just, you know, mundane.
Yeah, like I saw horse prisons, and
horse prisons. What is a horse prison?
Yeah, there are these large metal contraptions that trap your horses. It's not okay. They're very small, and it's very distressing, honestly.
Do you mean a trailer?
I'm not sure. I thought it was.
Is it used to move horses from one place to another?
I guess. I tried.
They have to do that because horses don't fit in anything else.
Why don't you have anything else that's nicer?
My understanding, and I'm not, you know, an equestrian, so I'm not fully versed on this, but my understanding is that horses get terrified easily, and it's the safest way to move them from one place to another.
I mean, there is that, but, I mean, you didn't even line it with, like, grass or anything. It's just harsh and cold and metal.
They're not really supposed to eat while they're on the way there.
But it's supposed to cushion their hooves. I mean,
That's
come on, look.
fair.
He just, like, put them, like, legs to the side. He's like, I mean, you have a lot of, like, really rough pathways here. Oh, and your metal, I think it was called a train. Those are fun.
You've been on a train?
Yes.
Quite literally on.
There's a lot of wind that you get, and you go very fast.
That is what they do. Yes. How did you? Were you as a human on the train?
Well, of course not, silly.
So, how did you get on a train without anyone noticing?
Well, I just, like, did one of these. And he, like, takes Pierce, and he, like, again, wraps his hand around his waist, holds his hand, and he starts dancing with him, and then he, like, walks onto the side of the wall with Pierce.
Oh, my. Oh, okay. Okay, we're doing this then. All right. Is that something all of you can do?
Wait, what do you say?
He's asking if this is something all of you can do.
Oh, no. That's just a me thing.
Were you bitten by a spider or something?
No. I actually, I like them, though. They're very nice, you know? All creatures are nice.
Fair enough.
Here, let me bring you back down. You seem a little... You don't go on
I'm not used to being perpendicular.
Yeah, here, I've got you. I hope it wasn't too scary. Sorry, I'm trying to, like... I would like to be friends with everybody here. It seems not everybody wants to be friends.
Yeah, I dare say the fellow over there wants to kill you.
Oh, yeah, that does seem to be the case. I'm gonna figure that one out in a little bit.
Do you need safe passage home?
Probably.
Where do you need to go?
Off this boat.
Well, yes, but like, when you get off the boat, he's going to get off the boat.
Well, yeah, he's probably gonna try and figure out what stop I'm at.
I mean, he'll probably just wait until you get off the boat, and then he'll get off the boat.
Fair. I mean, I could just always, like, go wherever. this. You seem like a really interesting person, and I would like to know more about you. Why don't I get off at your stop?
I mean, I'll be going back to Clock Tower. Have you been there?
I've seen that big tower place. Is that it seems fancy.
I mean, it is fancy. There's a lot going on.
And
That's where
you
we
said
do
you have,
research.
what kind of research? But you said lore, so everything, right?
I mean, I cover a fair bit, but some other people stick more with the fundamentals or specializations. But you say you've been there.
Well, I definitely have seen. I've been around, because that's where the horse prisons were.
I see. So you've been to London.
Field trip.
Are you from London?
No.
Where are you from?
You just literally asked me if I was from the other side. Here.
But you didn't say yes or no. Are you from the other side or are you from London?
Well, I'm trying to be mysterious, because if I give you everything, I can't see you again.
Wait, what does that mean?
Because then you'll know everything, and that's your job, and then there's nothing fun anymore.
I think you'll find that it's impossible to know everything after one conversation. I spent my entire life studying what I can.
This is my first time talking with a human, so I don't know that. Well, not... Is this first time? Well, technically, I talked to that guy over there, and he points to, the MC. I'm pretty sure he's human, too. Technically, everybody else, most of the people in this boat are human. But, you're the first person I've danced with, so it's kind of a learning curve.
So, would you like to go to Clock Tower?
Love to.
I would be happy to take you there.
I can go? They won't be, freaked out or anything, right?
I mean, they'll be surprised. We were under the assumption that your people were long gone.
Well, it's probably still true. Seeing as I also haven't seen any other centaurs. So, possibly. Just continues dancing with him.
Yeah.
Leaves this man speechless. No, I can't kill him. He's the only centaur left. But goddamn, oh, fuck.
Oh man, if I kill him, I better leave his jawbone intact. Yeah.
Pierce, do you have family or anything? I mean, I know there's a lot of humans, but none of them really talk about their tribes. What tribe are you from?
We don't really do that. It's
Okay,
not anymore.
Oh, that was a thing?
I mean, in some cultures it still is, just not mine.
He just looks over to Hannes and he's just like,
Are you speaking in English or Sylvan?
he's still talking in Sylvan.
And it's just shrugs.
He looks back to him. Interesting. I am learning a lot here too. I feel like it's been long enough for a song change.
I mean, you're a few in, yes.
Oh yeah. I mean,
This has been going on for a while. I just haven't been bothering to increment up the clock because it's cinematic timing.
Sugar Cube's just like, well, we've danced for a bit, and I'd love to think about you, and I would love to learn more. And I am intrigued that I could go with you to the clock tower. Would you like to dance again in a little bit? I have to now go unpunish the other person.
Oh my god.
Wait, you're going to him?
And looks over. Yeah, I need to see what his deal is.
It
I mean,
will
if you would
be
like
a
to dance
shame
with us
for your
again-
people to be extinct after that.
I mean, didn't you say he was gonna try and do it off the boat anyways? The boat's the only place you would think I can get information? No? Learn about why he hates centaurs?
I mean, I don't think it's really a secret, but
I mean, if you know about him because you are very well versed in lore, I would love to hear what you know about the butcher?
yeah, he's a collector of pieces of species that give him benefits, and he's called that because he cuts you up and takes the parts he wants and adds them to himself.
So he just kills for fun and parts, not a fear.
Like, he doesn't actually see you as a person. He sees you as crop to be harvested.
But you see me as a person, right?
I mean, obviously, we've been talking.
I'm gonna insight that still. You
Okay.
a goddamn experiment. Insight, baby.
He's just trying to lure you into his
21. Does he truly see me as a person?
He absolutely sees you as a person.
Well, I found my Batman I'm about to romance.
Oh, the bare
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
A bare minimum. He sees me as a person.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm glad we've set the baseline for humanity and other.
Absolutely. Look, when making peace, you have to make sure that everyone sees you as a person. I mean, I'll keep dancing with you. I don't want to stop this.
Like, he's going to keep asking you questions, and you're going to keep asking him questions, and I think we can kind of abstract that neither one of you is going to give away too much information.
No, I'm still tempted to go to the butcher. But he is going to go away and find another dance partner with you. So yeah, they're done there, though.
Okay. Would the other two like to do anything?
Yeah. Unless...
No, I was looking to you because you sounded like you were gonna do something.
Well, Penelope is gonna go find someone, or she's gonna finish dancing with Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna go find somebody to dance with.
Who is she going to find?
She is going to... Seeing as Pierce is currently occupied with the horse,
Yeah.
she's gonna ask Van-Fem to dance. Woo!
Ooh, power play.
Going for the kill!
For it.
She's like,
Is Joe still overboard?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I mean, no one's gone to check, but he is not climbing back up.
Or she is still...
The watching.
She's still doing her thing. As a status update, you can see a bit of... well, it's dark, so it's kind of hard to see, but you get the sense from stray light going in that direction that something has finally broke the waves. Something fairly big.
oh,
It's a whale.
Oh no.
But yeah, Penelope's gonna go up and be like, hey. And she's gonna hold out her hand. Would you like to dance?
Interesting. I do not mind dancing. I have not danced for some time, but I can. Take it easy on me, I'm old.
Don't worry. I won't break any of your bones.
This is appreciated.
You may need some aspirin, but it'll be okay.
Can I, like, at least re-roll to
Is
see
it-
if I can get a better...
But yeah, no, she's still like holding her hand out for him to grab.
Yeah, he will.
Alright, cool. She's gonna pull him out onto the dance floor.
Okay. Oh, was that Annis wanting to re-roll to try to convince the church people to come out?
I mean, maybe, but I was wondering if I could re-roll the performance. So that
Oh, yeah, totally. Go for it. New
Doubling.
song.
She getting in the zone. She had a warm up.
Okay. But
Feeling a little
no,
better?
I think she will call back over to that side of the boat. You guys sure that none of you want to dance? It's a lot of fun, and looks like you're just bored sitting there watching us.
Aiden's gonna be like, yeah, come dance. And just start trotting that way.
So
Right.
is that
Annis can roll her persuasion.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna tap her for on her back as I'm, like, saying that. Give her some guidance.
Oh, guidance is a D4?
Yep.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, do it.
a 10. 13.
You see Laeticia like moves to get up, and Charity reaches over and puts a hand on her shoulder, and she begrudgingly sits back down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn Charity.
She's getting dance blocked.
Looks over at all the harvesters.
Come on, Leopold, pull through. Leopold!
Looking over at the harvesters, you can see that apparently Butcher has produced a piece of paper and has some kind of pen, and he's rapidly scribbling or drawing on it like Light Yagami from Death Note. And they're all looking down at whatever this is.
You're drawing a portrait of me? I'm gonna go.
I take a chip and I eat it.
And then I take a potato
There's
chip
also in the background.
and I eat it.
I think I will let Annis know, like, okay, like, yeah, no. Everything I figured, yeah, Pierce definitely, like, it's like broken English, but he's just like, Pierce confirmed thoughts in mind, so apparently common knowledge. He absolutely put parts on body.
Wait, what?
Butcher.
Oh,
Mhm.
gotcha.
I was going to bring up. Pierce confirmed.
Gross.
Still, and he just like whispers to her, still need to know what he try wish if Grail War.
Gotcha.
Concerning, gonna go find out. But if need, I pineapple.
Okay.
Big guy, you were looking a little bit less under the weather. You feeling better?
Pierce, help me. Pierce, interesting. Pierce also invite me clock tower.
Huh.
So no hide can go. Interesting. Whispers in ear. Potentially more info away from
Seems like a trap, but
Definitely. He just like whispers, yes.
that
We'll bring you.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We'll bring group, not alone.
Did he give you mana?
Yes.
Is that why you were blushing?
He
Wait a
made
minute,
me-
my mom told me about this once.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that Derek saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he like looks at Derek and I thought too. I did think. I was nervous. Apparently mana can be other way. Did not know. And just like heads forward because he's so embarrassed to even like the fact that he got that wrong.
So do you think he like spit in his mouth or something?
I was watching the whole time, except when I flipped off the butcher. I didn't see that. I think that
Okay.
I think we're good. I don't think we have to beat him up for molesting our horse friends.
Those guys are weird. Anyway, continues dancing.
What's Van-Fem and Vanilla been doing?
Dancing.
Yeah, they're dancing.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
And she's gonna be like, so what do you think of the evening so far?
It's been quite exciting in many ways. You've been very fortunate with your contests. Is that the fabled halfling look? Because I think it is skill.
No, that is fully skill, sir. I haven't been able to use any of my luck.
Halflings have good reputation on this ship.
Really?
They win a lot.
Really? What other halflings have won?
You perhaps would not know her, but yes, we had a halfling some time ago who was undefeated at cards, undefeated at roulette, undefeated at all games. We checked closely to see if she was cheating, but we could not find anything. She's
What's
just
her
that good.
name? What was her name? Not that all halflings know each other.
I make a practice of not sharing the names of former visitors. I'm sure you'll appreciate it when I extend it to you as well.
That's fair. Did she go by a pseudonym, maybe?
When she entered the ship, you mean? Well, many give pseudonyms, that is true.
But I guess she didn't, huh?
She did. I'm just trying to protect her privacy.
Okay.
You can roll persuasion if you really want to try to get the pseudonym out of him.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, I mean, I'd really love to know. Like, it'd be really nice if you told me, she says with a 26.
Shazam. Alright.
You should be making the, hey, you fuckers come dance
Honestly.
She's trying to avoid that because she doesn't want people to think she's charming them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So true. Poorly corral people so they know.
It was silly name. She just called herself Lucky Clover.
That any relation to Ruby Clover?
She did not specify her pseudonym's family tree.
That's fair. That's a funny pseudonym, though. I like it.
She seemed to then deliver on her name. We thought it was funny until she won too much. Still, complete respect. We could not see how she did it, and she was either actually that lucky or so good at it that it did not matter. We acquired better pit creatures to keep an eye on things after her.
So you got the pit fiends after she won a lot?
We had them as bouncers before, but we extended them to covering the tables at that point. We required more of their talents than I thought.
It's a shame.
Suffice it to say, no cheating has occurred tonight as far as we are aware. I
Yeah,
trust
not
we will
that
get
I'm
through the
aware
final
of.
round as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about the final round. It's gonna be interesting.
Will you be controlling 3 golems at once?
Oh goodness, no. I'm only gonna do one. And I'm seeing who else wants to participate too.
It's probably for the best. Trying to control too many is stressful.
I don't want to be stressed out. It's
What was
not
that?
a good night to be stressed out, you know?
Yes, it is quite an evening. I dare say your friend has made it known to people that centaurs still exist.
Yeah. That's a little stressful, not gonna lie. And I guess secret's out now, but still, I rather would have made it through the evening without that happening, but here we are.
It seems to be the way the story is written. So what are your plans after this is over? Are you going to go back to Tor? Are you going to enter Holy Grail War if you win?
I'm taking a break from the tour for a while. I don't know. I know that's kind of bad to say when we're in a competition for an entry into the Grail War, but I legitimately don't know.
Yeah. It is a big thing to enter.
Yeah.
It's
I've
understandable to have some hesitation.
Yeah. Got some things that I'm looking into and working on, but you know, little side projects, things like that.
Well, perhaps if you wish to expand your audience ever so slightly, of course, given your fame, but I'm certain we could come up with some sort of collaboration if you wish.
Round 2.
Think about it, but Jameson does pretty well for me.
Oh, of course. I mean, providing you with access to additional talent for your next tour if you wish to have up-and-coming artists open for you or you wish to share stage with anyone. I have many connections. Perhaps you would be interested in working with famous half-orc Canadian Celine Dion.
Wait, you've got Celine?
Of course. You think this is my first boat?
I know I'm across the boat, but can I hear them?
Goodness. Oh.
My ears hurt.
Wait, are you saying that Celine Dion would open for me?
It's possible.
Oh my god.
Don't let him trap you with Celine Dion.
Next time I go on tour, Jameson can discuss it with you and we'll see what happens.
Of course. I would not want to cut out your manager from such a decision. I merely wish to introduce the possibility for discussion.
Well, I appreciate you thinking of it. But, you know, I'm not really in much of a negotiation mood at the moment, you know?
That is fair. You have much on your mind.
Yeah. But I mean, you've got my contact info.
Of course. I also have your lawyer's contact information.
You do? You also have my manager's contact information. So...
Very professional, top to bottom. So clearly, you're not the only person I can dance with tonight. Of course.
I've already danced with Johnny, but that was a given.
Naturally.
Who else do you think I should dance with?
Who do I think you should dance with? Well, it would depend on if you were looking to simply find the most proficient dance partner, or if you were looking to perhaps get the most attention for dancing. What are your priorities in dance partners?
Little A, a little more out of column B.
Well, if you would like the most attention, then I think you should probably get one of the people who is not dancing from that upper floor. It would be quite the achievement.
Agree. I'm just, you know, I'm a little worried that they think I'm convincing them to dance by means other than, you know,
Your natural charm.
just my natural charm.
Well, of course, they are paranoid. The people from the church are here because they think the entire world is being manipulated by supernatural forces and that they're here to stop it. The others, they are used to being victims who became victimizers.
Fair. You make a good point. I'm gonna set my sights on the other side of the boat there.
That's fair.
And she's gonna stop dancing with Van-Fem and give him a quick curtsy. Then she's gonna start heading towards the other side of the boat.
So is that Leo and Fancy dancing, or
It is, yeah.
does it seem like that's okay?
I mean, I guess that depends on your definition of okay. Like, they both look like they're having fun.
Okay, but he's not like pressuring her into dancing. She's not.
Opposite.
I was gonna say, like,
She's making him pity her.
She
Yeah, like-
grabbed his hand and pulled him out there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to interfere with that.
like on her way across the boat, Penelope is gonna like just kind of tap Fancy on the arm and be like, "Having fun?"
Absolutely. Are you?
Yeah. Gonna be like, we'll talk later.
Okay.
Who with that would be like beneficial in some way? Dance with Reggie. Could dance with Van-Fem, but it's like.
Wait, what was the last thing you said? I didn't hear it.
Oh, I was saying, I could dance with Reggie. Ugh.
You could.
Van-Fem or Pierce, but I'm like, they would get more information
I
out
was
of
starting this walk first.
What now?
I was talking music.
Oh.
Wait, which table are you going to?
Oh, you know exactly where I'm going.
Oh, Jesus.
You tired of dancing yet, bud? To Derek. Don't know why.
Yeah, I think I'll free you up for that one. I'm gonna go keep an eye on the other people that might be, you know, up to something.
Okay.
And he's gonna shimmy on over here next to Yellow Leader.
I mean, okay, I know in my heart who she wants to dance with, but not happening.
Oh, it took me a minute. I'm like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do it.
No.
Do it.
Bad idea.
There's no pressure like peer pressure.
Just imagine the two of, like, Fish and I just being the Helmo with the fire. Just like, yeah. Oh.
I mean, that is my natural state. They aren't gonna stop you. You.
He's gonna look over in Freddy's direction.
That would be when you notice that, contrary to the token placement, he's actually been over here talking to somebody for a while.
I did also think about Mr. Hierophant, but he's not actually there.
That was what my first thought too. I was like, I don't think I could be convincing enough with him.
It would be a challenge.
It's essentially unionized.
Earlier, you told us about you talking with the lore people and what their goal with the wish would be, right?
But they just don't know that in character, I think, or was that?
That was me asking if Penelope told the rest.
She told them about what Pierce's deal was, but I don't think she got their wish.
Okay.
I could be wrong. No, wait. She did get their wish.
It was the pruning.
Because it was the...
Mm-hmm. The pruning theory.
Yeah. I think she did.
Okay, because Annis would try and chat up Pierce otherwise, but if she already kind of knows his deal...
I mean, she did still chat with him.
Yeah.
There's still a mass
there's
people
anything
that
else
they
she
still
would
haven't hit yet either. Because they have not fucking talked.
It's true.
Like, we know jack diddly about those two people down there.
Alright.
You know they're not dancing.
Yep.
If Pierce is actually still where he is, she's gonna approach. Because Van-Fem booked it, right?
Yeah, he went right back up after she left.
Yeah, it's fast. I didn't even see his token move.
I was gonna say, he thinks he's the one in charge, but he's just like, hey, you're going to dance with me. You're going to make things happen for me.
That's what he wants you to think. I know I'm not hot horse, but care to dance?
No problem. Absolutely. Where did you meet him?
I fucking knew it. That son of a bitch.
He's really focused on this.
I met him in London at my shop. I own a potion shop.
Oh, okay. Which one would that be? There aren't... Well, I guess there aren't that many, are there? He's gonna roll and see if he knows.
Oh shit.
Would that be Greenleaf?
That's the one.
Ah, excellent. It's a wonderful place.
Have you been?
Not personally, but I have had some of my aides pick things up from time to time.
Really?
Like, truth be told, never tell my peers this, but, Your place puts out better stuff than the actual Department of Botany. They're a bit rubbish.
Well, I will take that as a compliment.
I think they're a bit too formulaic. I don't really understand the art.
Potions do your aides usually get for you?
There's a variety of them, really. I mean, like, we've gotten our fair share of health potions. They're very useful. Language comprehension's a big plus in our line of work. Being able to read things that are in dead languages. The potions are more a matter of, well, dangerous work and all.
Oh, really? Here I thought you just kind of studied things in your library, but you do dangerous work?
Well, it's a combination of things. Like, we have to get the things to put them in the library. We work a bit with archaeology. We work a bit with some of the other groups, but in order to get it, back to us. Also, some of the things that we find are dangerous. You may or may not be surprised to know that sometimes you open a book and it just explodes.
That is a good point.
You really don't want to have to wait for someone to help out with that. It's important to just have something nearby.
Also a good point. Well, I'm glad that in a roundabout way I've been able to be helpful to you.
You do good work.
I've never been to the library, but I've heard wow, I lost the word I was trying to...
No. Granted.
Back. I've heard it's fantastic.
It is quite large and filled with interesting tomes, of course. We don't have as many of the relics as the archaeology department, but we have a fair share as well. We do a lot of work with them back and forth. Every now and then we even go on expeditions with them.
That sounds fun.
It can be. Some of it's boring. Like a great amount of the time it's going off-road, getting bit by mosquitoes, and then hoping for the best. But sometimes we do find things. And the better research we do, the more likely we find what we're looking for.
What's the most exotic place you've been? Just curious.
He's gonna see what he can think of.
The moon.
I'd say for me, the most exotic place would probably be Antarctica. It's very cold, as you would imagine. It's a fascinating place because things that were there a long time ago are still intact now.
Oh, because of the ice.
The ice, the cold, the lack of human interaction. You'd be amazed what kinds of things can thrive when there are no people there.
Sounds fascinating. The furthest away I've ever been from home is Germany, I think.
It's a beautiful country.
Well, is Germany farther or is Scandinavia farther?
I suppose it depends on... You mean from here? I would assume Scandinavia is further. But admittedly, I would need a globe to know for sure.
Gotcha.
Have you been to Scandinavia?
No, not personally, no. Was thinking about going to Scandinavia soon.
Oh, interesting. Is there any particular reason?
Some sightseeing. Haven't been. Here, it's a beautiful country.
Yeah, that would track. Like, there's a lot of beautiful places, especially if you get off the beaten path a bit.
Oh, have you been to Scandinavia?
Once or twice. We don't do as much there, but I have been a few times. Business trips mostly.
Sorry, there's a lot of silent flailing going on. God, where was I even?
Business trips.
Business trips.
Business trips.
Oh, yes, what kind of business? If you don't mind me asking. Sorry, I'm being pretty rude, aren't I?
No, you're fine. A bit of rune tracing, really. Part of our task is to track down things in the pre-written era, and the dawn of writing as well. Like there are certain things to be found, and they can't all be squandered away in the wandering sea. We do what we can out the outside.
Tracing. It sounds fun.
It can be. I mean, it's a bit boring initially, but if it's putting the pieces together that makes it exciting.
I've heard that if you talk to really old trees, they can read runes.
Can they? I've never really spoken to trees. It's not really my expertise.
Trees can be very fascinating. They know a lot more than most people think they do.
They are long-lived and presumably patient. I don't know, is it like an int thing, or is it more they're just bored?
Well, they don't really get a lot of chances to talk to people with, languages that are spoken out loud, so to say. But, I mean, it really depends on the tree. Some of them will talk a lot and give you their whole life story, and some of them will just kind of blow you off, like they have better things to do.
Like, what does their life story consist of? First I was a sapling and then I got bigger, or is there like tree society that I don't know about?
Depending on what the tree is, they see a lot. There's a tree on this ship, actually, that has seen quite a lot and was very happy to tell me all about it.
There's a tree on this ship? Where at?
There's a tree on the mast, actually.
It's fascinating. I wonder how that works.
I'm not quite sure either.
Well, our host is definitely eccentric. Looks directly at host. Whatever works for him, I suppose. Honestly, as someone who's never been able to speak with trees myself, I haven't really thought much of it. I mean, I went on a few expeditions with a fellow who could, but he didn't really share too much of what they said. He simply got directions from time to time.
I'm rolling. I'm actually trying to develop a potion that will let people that aren't druids speak with plants. I don't know if I'll be successful.
That would be.
But I think it.
That would be exciting at the very least. I mean, I'm curious to hear what they have to say sometimes.
Your mama.
I'm sure there's some really old trees in the clock tower that have seen some things.
Oh, that is definitely true. And there's a few of them that have probably been here far longer than they should. I'm not entirely sure how they keep them going. Like it, obviously the ones in botany have come up with their fair share of things, but I'm sure there's more to it than even that.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm like, do I press him about the guy he because I don't want to be like all druids know each other, but I'm like so curious what
I
he
mean,
knows.
you guys do have parties.
So I'm curious about the guy you said could talk to trees. Like not all druids know each other, but a lot of them do know each other. So I'm wondering if I know this guy.
It's possible, I suppose. There aren't that many. Like, candidly, Clock Tower doesn't have that many people that are of the druidic arts. But no, this one was Mr. Gilrath was the one who we pulled on a few expeditions. He was one of the few ones who could really help out with that.
So it was Mr. Gilrath. I had a feeling, like you said, there aren't too many druids that are within Clock Tower.
He's a rare one. Bit strange though. He disappeared for a bit.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that he just kind of disappeared and then appeared back in London one day like nothing went wrong.
That is not as rare as you would think in this community.
That's That's a fair point. Maybe he just wanted a break or something, but...
It's possible he needed a break. It's possible that he, was working on long-term research. I'm not really sure. Like, we've certainly had some people manage to turn themselves into stone for some period of time, and then they come back like nothing happened.
Oh, huh.
I suppose that's a way to wait and see.
That is certainly strange. It's a way to take a long nap, I guess.
Well, if you don't feel like sitting through the next World War, it's a way to do it.
That's true.
Saves the aging, at least.
What else can I get out of him about Gilrath? What do I ask?
You could ask him what other expeditions he's been on with Gilrath.
Oh, good point. Have you gone on a lot of expeditions with Mr. Gilrath?
Not too many, just a few. Mostly when we go to areas that have potentially dangerous foliage. We usually we work directly with the archaeology department to identify places to go, and then we determine which skills would be necessary to both safely get there and safely bring back anything we should find. We've got our share of researchers across different groups. We'll pull in people from outside, and he's one of the ones that we pull in from botany when necessary.
Okay. What did you do during the time that he was on vacation?
We shifted our focus to elsewhere. I mean, we don't need him all the time. I've personally been looking a bit more into other sources of mana in the world, like tracing ley lines and seeing things that have been absorbing and storing mana for longer periods than others.
So, surely you've noticed the weirdness going on with the mana recently, right?
Yes, it's a big issue. It's something that we're concerned about, very much so. A combination of the problems with the mana, and like my associate over there has been doing research on the strange, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they're these strange bubbles appearing throughout the world. He's been doing what he can to get a feel for how they work and how we can contain them. But they've started to appear in areas that seem to have a higher density of mana than others.
Oh, gotcha. I've heard rumors about that kind of thing. I didn't quite realize that was happening everywhere.
Across the world. In fact, we've been seeing signs of it here in Europe. We've been getting instances of coming in from Africa, from Asia. They're not uniform, but in areas that work along ley lines, they seem to be most prevalent. But the only place we haven't really heard about it, unknown major ley lines, was in Japan, and that one city that was previously very potent, and then, well, following an incident, about a year ago, it's been quite dry. Bit concerning in its own right.
I heard about that. Sounds dreadful.
Well, that's part of our concern with this, potential Grail War we have going on here, because the last one seemed to have done a number on that place, and we don't want to repeat the problem.
Didn't they have a big explosion or something before that, too?
The track record for this ritual is very poor. It's true. Yeah, I believe it was 11 years ago the city burned, and then last year entire pieces of it disappeared, and now the land is dying. It's quite absurd, really, how miserable the track record for this was, but here we are trying again, so, mages learning from our mistakes and all that.
So is that the reason that you are trying to enter the Grail War, to help with the mana problem?
Just part of it. Like, I'm looking into this because it's an opportunity to meet someone from history or mythology and learn more about the parts of the world that I could never see. And obviously, in the event that we, were to win, we can certainly use wishes to make the world a better place as well. But predominantly, it's an unparalleled learning opportunity, because it's remarkably different to pull in a heroic spirit for any amount of time to actually speak with them, And it certainly wouldn't be responsible to do such a thing now when mana's as tight as it is.
So, you were saying that if you won, you would use the wish to make the world a better place. How would you go about that?
I suppose the wording is a bit of a tricky thing, isn't it? Well, like, to be completely honest, I feel like the world has been in decline since the end of the, the Age of the Gods and the, ascension of science. I understand the value of understanding, but I fear that the world is not well equipped anymore to handle its problems, as is becoming abundantly clear with each passing year. So I would... Obviously, we would have to discuss the best way to do this, but I feel like whatever we do would have to help resolve the decline to some extent.
Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that.
What about you? You have a chance of winning this. You've got yourself a bow over there. What would you do?
Well, I'm afraid my wish would probably be a selfish one, but from my understanding, any wish would at least reverse whatever is going on with this mana problem. So
Well, that's certainly fortunate.
What now?
That certainly sounds fortunate.
I would like to make the world a little bit better for phantasmals. Not worse for humans, but just better for phantasmals.
That might be a bit challenging, wouldn't it? Like, not that it's necessarily a zero-sum game, but it seems like there would be no shortage of humans that would feel displaced should, even a little bit of the Age of Gods come back.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, but this time...
I mean, personally, I'm all for it. I feel like, as you could tell from our four-legged friend over there, there are many things that we have lost that we are lesser for. And anything that we could do to bring a bit more of this back, or at least safeguard what we have, I think is a necessity.
Well, good. We're in agreement on that.
It's important. Like, I see no benefit from simplifying the world. There are less things. There are less things to wonder about. There are more. It's much easier to understand a smaller world, and understanding will kill us all.
Okay. One last question. I noticed that you did something to Sugar Cubes to make him less tired. What did you do?
Oh, the poor thing. He was absolutely deprived of mana. I felt like he was going to waste away. And so I gave him some.
How did you do that?
It's a sorcery trait of mine. I have the ability to... I can impart mana to others. Like, it's exhausting. I mean, not something I want to do too often, but...
As I was watching the whole time, I didn't see you do anything to him other than just dance with him. So, well, good. Thank you for that. That's certainly not something we can do easily, helping with the mana.
No, it's something that I've done a lot of research on in the past. It is possible to extract mana from one source and place it in another. And if you've got a little extra, then you can share it.
So you're taking mana out of the ley lines, or...?
Most of my research was in relics. If you come across something with mystery, you can transfer well, not you, but like using my sorcery trait, I can convert some amount of the mystery surrounding a thing into a more transferable source, and by providing the mystery to a creature of mystery, it can replenish its mana.
So you're taking things out of artifacts. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, the artifact itself is still interesting, it's just less so as you solve it. So a lot of these things have a finite shelf life anyway. Like, if I find a jar with strange runes on it that we don't understand, I can take some of the mystery out of it, and oddly enough, it will make it easier to ascertain the meaning behind the runes. It's sort of a win-win situation, at least in the short term. Obviously, if we do this too much, then there's less mystery in the world overall, and that's problematic. But I would consider a centaur a worthwhile investment.
We agree on that too. And I'm going to pay real close attention when I say this next part. And here I was worried that you were some kind of mana vampire.
A mana
Draining
vampire?
mana out of phantasmals like me.
Is that a thing? Do those exist?
I'm sorry. Oh, do those exist? Can I insight him?
Yeah, go for it.
15.
Okay, and pick up die. Go.
Sling the Butcher. Use him as your scapegoat.
He doesn't seem to realize that's a possibility.
Oh wow.
That is not what I was expecting. Well, I mean, they're rare, but I mean, you've certainly heard of dead apostles.
Yes, that is admittedly the predominant source. Yeah, like dead apostles, I suppose those as vampires. Like technically, yes, they extract mana in the form of blood or other liquids, depending on how savory they are. And that is technically a way to do it. It's true.
And there's whatever is going on with, and she just gestures over at Butcher.
That is a different case. That is more he's a patchwork man at this point. It's one of those things where I've been curious to know how he does it, because by all accounts his body should be rejecting every piece that he puts on it. And yet, here we are. My personal theory on it is that he's been spreading stories of himself for so long that we believe such a creature exists, and therefore he's allowed to exist. His urban legend might insulate him from the consequences of his actions.
Huh. Is that really how that works?
That's my
Spread
theory.
lies about yourself until they become the truth?
That's my theory on it. I mean, it's certainly how we get heroic spirits, isn't it?
It's true.
I would wager that whoever gets summoned in this Grail War is not going to be perfectly representative of whatever person they were in life, or I guess concept they were in mythology, but simply what people believe of them.
Yeah, I suppose that is how that works.
He's just long lived enough to benefit from it. I would wager our host is the same, and possibly that lady over there who I think is building an island. I can't assume that's normal.
Not to be, but she's special.
I mean, being special is important, I suppose. Lots of special people here.
That is the truth. All right, I think I'm done with Pierce.
Okay.
Unless you guys anything else? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for this dance. It has been very illuminating, and yeah, the next time you send someone over to my shop, just tell them to tell me you sent them.
Give him a discount.
I'll give them a little discount.
Oh.
Of course, we'll do. Thank you very much. And with that, he politely bows, and he's going to go sit down because he's been dancing for a while. And he is old.
Also gonna sit down.
Like, he's not actually that old. He's just got city miles.
Get him some other side miles.
All right, what were you guys doing that surprisingly long conversation?
Me, the player, was just screaming silently.
I know.
Same though. That was a lot of good info.
I got a lot of info.
Did a lot.
Well, that and some pieces were clicking together in my head, and I'm like,
Hey.
I'm sure way too much, but
anyway,
hey, I see where you're going.
oh dear.
Let's say I know Iden's over there at the
I'm like
at the harvester's table.
Making eyes at the butcher.
Penelope's over at the church table, so.
I figure we can do each of your things, and then that'll probably be it for the night. And then next time we'll pick up with the actual game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, which one of you wants to go first, and which one of you wants to go dramatically last?
I would say I'm pretty dramatic. I mean, if you want to go last, you can.
Sure.
I mean,
I'll throw the butcher on the dance floor and RKO him. I'm just...
obviously no pressure, but none of us work tomorrow.
Oh, I definitely do, so we're not going to be going all night, but we can definitely do these two.
I want to see if Charity actually dances with you because I'm going to reaction glare. I will glare at you.
Okay, so she's gonna go up to the table, just very casually.
They stop talking when they see you approaching.
Guys, I don't know. Everybody's out there having a good time while we're waiting for the games to start, and you guys look like you're just. Not that it can't be fun to just kind of sit and chat, because I know sometimes it's better to recharge, but it just. I think you guys would have some fun if you joined us out there.
Your friend is a centaur.
Does that disqualify?
It does. Yes?
Those are not supposed to still exist.
And?
Where has he possibly come from? Was he summoned? Is this entire thing some kind of trap?
No. What thing?
This entire event.
I mean, probably.
We came on this boat because we have to research the Holy Grail. And when we got here, we find that, points over at the butcher, and a centaur who shouldn't exist. And I think that's some kind of devil lawyer down there.
Look, that's my lawyer, okay?
You're not helping your case.
My goodness. Ugh. Look. I'm not even going to ask what you think of Johnny. I have a feeling I'm not going to like the answer. But look. If this event does end up being a trap, it's not because the centaur is here. It's not because those guys are here, she says, vaguely gesturing back towards the butcher. It's not because there are tieflings and elves and halflings and all sorts of shenanigans happening on this boat. That's not the trap.
And what is?
She just kind of like glances over at Van-Fem and is like, I mean, I don't know.
The vampire?
Possibly.
That was something that we knew as a calculated risk coming in.
Yeah.
We just did not expect all of this.
Here's the thing. You guys really want to find out more about the Holy Grail, right?
We have to. It is our calling.
But do you want to?
We want to follow our calling.
Okay. Then isn't there always going to be some kind of unexpected anything when you go to research the Holy Grail? when you go
Every
to do any
time.
kind of research? Like
Every time.
it's just
I have personally followed up on over 100 Holy Grail sightings,
yeah.
many of which I'm under the impression were posted to the internet by some kind of troll targeting us.
That happens.
But more to the point, this is a... While we understand that we are in a dangerous place surrounded by dangerous people,
Yeah.
we're not going to let our guard down by dancing in front of them.
You don't have to let your guard down. That's part of the fun of dancing. Like, it's not necessarily letting your guard down as much as opening up another avenue for conversation. It's almost like a little bit of a battle in and of itself, you know? You've got two people dancing with each other, and in order to have a successful dance, even if you're not talking, like, each person has to put forth their best foot, and they have to, put forth the amount of skill that they need in order to actually have a successful dance. When you combine that with the conversation, you can find out so much more.
So you're inviting us to come out on the dance floor so that you can interrogate us.
Oh my goodness gracious. I never said anything about interrogation.
Gathering information through misdirection.
My goodness. You're just fun at parties, aren't you?
Clearly I am not.
Honestly, that's a shame. Like, I'm sorry you've had to deal with so many fake holy grails. But it wouldn't be, your calling wouldn't be as interesting or entertaining if, you got it right every single time.
We know
and it wouldn't be...
that it won't be the real one. We still have to look.
And isn't that part of the fun of it? Like, just the thrill of the hunt, trying to find the actual Holy Grail?
We have to find anything that carries that label.
Yeah?
We have to follow it, we have to find it, we have to catalog it, and if necessary, we have to destroy it. It's a dangerous concept.
Yeah?
I'm sure you've seen what happened to that city in Japan after the last attempt at this.
I mean, I haven't seen it with my own two eyes, but I've heard about it.
It is miserable.
Are you miserable?
Excuse me?
Are you miserable?
I've been there, and I would not recommend it to you. We had to follow up after one of our own disappeared during this.
But I'm asking you, are you miserable?
I am dedicated.
She's gonna look at Laeticia. She's like, how about you? How do you feel?
I'm happy to be on a boat.
That's great.
I got to see a centaur, and I got to see a lot of people that are very strange and interesting and new and different.
And what do you think? Like, don't you think it adds to, just, like, yes, it's kind of dangerous work and it's kind of treacherous, but don't you think it's interesting if you give yourself the chance to explore and find out, like, just what the world actually has in it? That's, like, the benefit of actually getting to go out to all these places and research all these fake holy grails, I think.
My job is to go and ascertain whether or not things are being real. And normally I'm very good at it, but for some reason I had trouble telling what your friend was, and that's a bit new.
Well, new experiences help you grow.
It's definitely interesting. Do you know how he was pretending to be a person?
Good question. I should ask him.
I might if he comes by.
Yeah. Well, and she reaches over for Laeticia's hand, and she's like, "Do you want to come dance with me while we're waiting?"
I'm not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to, but still think it'd be fun.
I'm sure it would be, but I'm here with my sisters, and we have made this decision together.
And they can dance with me too. We can all dance in a nice little circle.
They don't seem to be feeling that. Now, give me a persuasion, but with disadvantage, because they do not want to do this.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
I tried so hard.
You can reroll the 1,
Okay,
but you're going to be locked in at the 7. Ouch.
Well, it's an 11.
It's my 6, I'll tell you that.
Let's see. So yeah, the so D20. So the +9, yep, that's 11. So
yeah,
they're still being pretty reluctant. Laeticia says under her breath in a way that only Penelope can hear, "I would really like to, but we're going to be on the same page on this one."
she just kind of frowns a little bit, and she's like, it's not all about interrogation. You guys I have some information I can share with you too. And I know you guys really want to leave here with that with that ticket to the Holy Grail.
What does that mean?
I mean,
What are you
want that
offering in
answer?
barter?
See, I just want to dance and just talk with you guys. And I would love to dance with either of you, since you seem the most likely out of this group to want to dance with me.
Can I? It'll be worth it. It'll be good for everyone. She's trying to convince her. Now they're rolling internally. She is not. So Laeticia rolled a 3. They're being stubborn. They're circling wagons on this one. We're interested in what you have to say, but we're not going to expose ourselves to the dangers out there and away from here. If you wish to speak and you wish to make a deal, we can do that here.
One second. Oh, that was the thing that just happened. I thought, for like 2 seconds, I thought Fantasy Grounds just crashed on me, and I was like, frick.
No.
Okay, but okay, fine. You guys don't have to dance, but she leans in and she's like, "What if I told you that I know where to find Executor Pop Rocks?"
Charity narrows her eyes. How could you know that?
I mean, that's something I'll only tell people who will dance with me, so.
Fine. She gets up.
You see the fucking head swivel. He was on the wall. His eyes peering like a damn alligator at the butcher, and you just fucking see him swivel. That was my dance.
I don't care, Aiden. Sugar cubes, sorry, I meant to say sugar cubes. I said sugar cubes.
You did.
I don't care, sugar cubes.
And you see like a tear roll down his eye.
And she's just gonna hold out her hand for Charity to hold on to.
She begrudgingly takes it. She does not look happy.
It's like, all right, let's go have some fun. And she leads her down the stairs and leads her to the dance floor.
Oh my god. How dare you?
Dennis like stumbles a couple of steps, dancing with Pierce in shock, but it's like, no, wait.
Y'all are sitting down now, I thought.
She's
Concurrently, because that was a long ass conversation.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we dance?
If we must.
And then she just like starts leading Charity in a very simple waltz. He's gonna wait and see if she's catching on.
Let me roll for her. This is that
Absolutely
important
not.
part where we all remember that it's important to actually stat out your NPCs entirely and not just their combat.
That's fucking...
Because she has it. All right.
Good at dancing as she is being a stubborn bitch.
Man, bitch.
I mean, she's pretty good at it.
Penelope's gonna be like, oh, you're actually pretty good.
Yeah, let's see here.
Sorry, I
This
thought for a
is like,
second
yeah?
All sisters of the Holy Church are trained in dance.
Well, that's what Aiden's like. He's just like, obviously.
Yeah, so she is, she's keeping up with you. No problem.
All right. She's like, yeah, you're really good.
We all worship in our own ways.
Then you're actually really, really good.
So,
Like
what
if
do you have to say about Executor Pop Rocks?
So here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Executor Poprox is dead.
What happened to her?
So after that incident with, and she just kind of like doesn't like nod towards Pierce, but just kind of like glances over in that direction.
Yeah.
After that incident with him, so you remember how I mentioned Ruby Clover?
Yes.
So the two of them actually worked together for a little bit. And because like when Executor Pop Rocks was basically, still pretty active, Ruby Clover was a novitiate and was basically looking up to her as a mentor. And after that incident, she came to Executor Pop. Just trust her quite a lot. And one thing led to another, and Ruby Clover killed Executor Pop Rocks.
Okay. Roll your deception check.
Oh no.
I have trouble believing that. Executor Pockprops is quite powerful.
I mean, it's true. She was quite powerful, but it's just she wasn't expecting it.
Did she let her guard down while dancing? Narrows eyes.
No. No. That is so not what happened.
And what did happen?
They were out on another mission, trying to hunt down another heretic, according to, you know, what you guys define as a heretic. There's a mage who just, because, you know, he was draining mana out of relics. This mage was draining mana out of elementals. Kind of screwed up, you know? And so they were trying to hunt him down together, and Executor Boprox had her back turned, let her guard down, and next thing you know, got a set of black keys through the chest.
Ruby Clover ran her through with black keys.
Yeah.
And how do you know this?
Well, I mean, obviously she couldn't stick around for very long after that happened. So she ran. And that's when I met her.
And she just told you that she did this.
I mean, not all up front. Like, we knew each other for a few years. And then she just, as we got to know each other better, she trusted me a little more with her story. Told me a little more, and then there was, now this is where dancing comes into play. The two of us were dancing together, and she happened to let that slip.
She told you while you were dancing that she killed the last person who trusted her?
Yep.
And what did you do in response to that?
Well, I told her I didn't believe her, of course. Like, that seems like the most absurd story, you know?
It is an absurd story.
But just, she told me, and I was just like, all right, here, you're kidding, right? And she panicked. Oh my gosh, like, sister, if you had seen her panicking the way she was panicking when she realized what she had said out loud, you'd believe her too.
So where is she now?
That I don't know. Seen her since.
So you got away from her after she told you her story?
Yeah.
And she just let you go?
She seemed pretty repentant about it. Like, she was actually scared. And I think that's what she's been having to deal with since that happened. She's been scared.
Make a new deception check.
It's like, I don't think she thought that she had it in her, and then it happened, and it scared her. And now she's constantly on the run. Yeah, no, I heard. I was trying to elaborate.
Gotcha.
It's 14.
Okay, let's see what she believes.
You gave Freddy the name Ruby Clover.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Trust me, I know. I know what shitty lore I'm building right now.
It's part of the fun.
Like trying to get him out of the church, but
Oh, that's really funny.
Oh no.
So, I think you'll probably appreciate the fact that since I built them with real character building rules,
Yeah.
everybody gets a dump stat, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom is not her best stat.
oh
So she believes you. She believes you.
Holy shit.
This is problematic. We have to find her.
I
Do you have anything of hers that we could use to track her down?
don't. She left really suddenly and just. Who knows where she is at this point?
Well, we'll have to find her then. But thank you for dragging me out here and telling me that.
It's just, legitimately, if you do find her, can you do me a favor?
What would that be?
Honestly, I would love it if you could find it in your heart to forgive her for what she's done. And she's gonna cast suggestion.
Oh no.
No.
They know it if they pass it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think with suggestion.
Is that right?
Suggestion, they don't know. You're thinking of friendship.
Yeah. So she's gonna cast suggestion.
I mean, I'll look it up to make sure, but I'm pretty sure suggestion they aren't aware because, like, when you cast it, because it has verbal and somatic components, like, it's a little hard to do subtle if you're not a sorcerer.
Yeah,
but,
she's gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for her, like, the material thing, she's like. I don't know. I was gonna say she's like messing with her necklace a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that counts, but
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Your nature of suggestion is special, so that'll work.
okay.
Exit duration
Like-
is only 8 hours.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say she had to do it. She basically said, I just hope you find it in your heart to forgive her for what she's done. Or I would like it if you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will give her the roll, and we will find out.
It's not really an action to like follow through in the sense of like
It's
mind
charm
thing.
person that once it wears off, they know it, right?
It doesn't say.
I think I know that friendship does that, which is why it's a terrible spell. I don't remember if they know when they've been charmed or not. I think it depends on which charm spell you're using. But suggestion expressly exists so that you can get away with using it, which is why it's not as good at direction. Like, that has to be something they would consider doing versus an override of what they want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom save.
DC
for,
14.
You know,
All right.
like, I would like it if you would forgive Ruby Clover for what she's done.
Okay.
Forget it happened.
NPC sheets are so big. I feel like I should get a plugin that makes these long sheets easier. They just put tabs on them because NPCs are all of their abilities in one stack.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. She nat 20'd her save, so no. But she doesn't know you cast it.
Damn it, Penelope!
You can't beat a nat 20 wisdom save.
It's like even when she's not using the eyeballs, it's just not fucking working.
It's hard. Gonna up that charisma. Justice is something for God, not me. She will be judged one way or another. But it's my job to bring her in, not bring her down.
If I happen to find out where she is, or if I happen to hear about anything, I will let you know.
Thank you.
No, I do appreciate you taking the time to dance with me. Like,
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
right?
Just here.
That's it's like,
honestly.
it's not that bad. Not that bad.
Now, if you excuse me, I must tsundere back up there.
No. She's gonna be like, just before you go, question
Yes.
for you. Oh. That's my phone. Can you please hit stop? I'm sorry. Fuck, no, I don't.
I cannot hear if you guys are talking or not.
I'm trying to figure out what I was trying to say before
Gotcha.
my phone started going off.
It's okay.
And be like, can you at least acknowledge that not all phantasmals are bad?
I've never thought all phantasmals are bad. I simply don't trust the ones that manipulate or exploit others. And some of them are more prone to that than others.
You to know that not all of them are like that.
No, not all.
Maybe, if you feel up for it, maybe dance a little bit with the centaur. He really wants to dance with you.
I'm sure it would be an experience. But right now it looks like he's about to get himself eaten, so it may not matter.
You know what? That's fair, and I hope that's not what happens.
Right on the stage.
And then
I guess with that we can segue over to what's going on with him.
She'll stop dancing, let Charity walk away, and then as soon as Charity is far enough away, she's gonna be like, "Oh shit," and just like text Vivi like, "Just FYI, Ruby Clover is dead for a while. Don't. We're gonna have to rework that one. Fuck, I fucked up."
I don't like people that manipulate me, Penelope. I'm going to lie through my teeth.
So yeah, just basically just a panic text of Vivi being like, "Ruby Clover is dead. Essentially, we're gonna rework that one. I fucked up. I'll tell you about it later. List 20 more Holy Grails on eBay right now."
It's about right.
I was laughing because it was.
Oh, yeah, Vivi's the biggest troll.
It's Vivi.
Yeah. She makes a habit of listing them in random countries' Craigslist just to keep them busy.
Holy shit, that I'm crying. Oh.
Really
All right, so
professional moments.
what are you doing over there, Aiden?
Well, so I had my eyes popped out, and I obviously just head swiveled that way when Charity started dancing with Penelope. But
Yeah.
I turned back, and I'm just like, eyes hovering over like the ledge, like a fucking shark or something, and I'm just like, what drawing? Just like right at the butcher, just peeking over.
He holds up a piece of paper that you can see, and Aiden has probably never seen a picture like this before, but it looks like it is the outline of a centaur, but with little dotted lines and labels across the body of the centaur, similar to a literal butcher's chart of a cow.
He just looks at him and looks at the picture. He's like, oh, your anatomy wrong. That's not how centaurs work. Just
He looks over to you and he looks back to the piece of paper and he holds it up as he's like side by siding it, and then he goes, "Suppose it's something we can find out now, isn't it?"
I mean,
And he gets up and he walks over and he holds it up next to you. So, which part of you is the best for this? Tell me, is this sticking to the wall thing natural, or is it something that you're wearing?
I mean, could find out.
You're right, I
And
could.
just
Could you put one of your feet up here?
Could you dance?
Could I dance? Oh, there's lots of things that I could do, but right now I'm just enjoying the possibilities, you know?
But you could hold hand if dance.
So, are you really the last of your kind?
I mean, do you see centaur any else?
I mean, I saw 4 of them tonight.
Yes, I heard. It was 3.
Well, he's counting you.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
counting you.
Yeah. Sure. Me 4. However, that... You talk to fiends on that one. Sure.
How fast can you run?
No run. We dance.
No, but how fast can you run?
I
What is
mean,
your land speed?
Are you planning chase?
Thinking about it. I want to know how much of a lead to give you to keep it interesting.
Very proactive. I see. You make me curious, so hurry down. We ask each other questions.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. All right. Everybody back here, keep an eye down there. Keep an eye on him, because if he somehow makes a run for it, I'm going to need you to be fast enough to catch him. And more to the point, going to see if we can get some estimates on this one. I really want to see, like, you know, what's going on. So everyone over there, don't fuck it up, Leopold. You're on thin ice. All right, let's go. Yeah. All right, let's do this.
And he pauses. Actually, why no Leopold dance with Annis? Can keep better eye on me.
Annis is currently dancing
She
with
stop dancing.
Pierce.
I don't know which one is Annis.
Well then, down we go.
Okay, so that was an...
Oh, she's not there to...
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna try.
No, this is happening pretty much concurrent with
Yeah.
the long-ass Pierce conversation.
Yep.
I figured if anything, he could go down there and interrupt the dance. That's where I was going with it.
Could.
I mean, I'm still gonna leave that open if you are fine with that. So yeah, he'll be like, make Leopold dance
Make.
Annis.
Oh, I don't need to make him do that. Your friend's good enough at that for me.
No.
You get your friend to make him dance. He's done it before.
See, Leopold, I want to choose. Anis just want talk.
Well, she can go ask him to dance then. She looks like a big girl. She's that one, right? And he points over at he's not pointing at Anis, he's actually pointing over at Johnny. Looks like a big enough girl. She's a good tall one. Nice skin.
No.
Very red.
No.
Looks like a hot dog.
I don't know hot dog.
Oh, it's like that, but you know, it's a sausage casing.
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, we're gonna have to fatten you up, aren't we?
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not.
All right, this way. And he like takes his hand and guides him.
So uncomfortable right now.
I'm gonna
This is interesting.
Is like smack dab around here, so it's close enough to Anis and between Johnny.
Yeah, I feel like when they were dancing, Anis was down here.
Yeah, that's what he was before. Okay. But he's gonna be like by center, like between the two of them to keep it safe. So he grabs his hands and he looks down at him. You shorter now.
For the moment. I'm considering the pros and cons of getting 4 legs.
So why do? Actually, here.
Do you enjoy having 4 legs? Is it more inconvenient? I noticed you had trouble on the stairs.
Stairs, no good. You might find irritating. Seems stairs common here.
They're pretty common, but I mean, if you can walk on the walls, it seems like a big plus.
Anybody can walk wall.
Yeah, but I don't care what anyone can do. I care what I can get out of you. I appreciate that you're very forthcoming about this. I mean, most of the time there's a bit of a fight, but you seem to just be really asking for it.
You interest me. Why parts of others? You know, like yourself?
There's always room for improvement. Why limit yourself to just yourself?
You hurt others for fun.
It's not for fun, it's for profit. I mean, it is fun, but that's not why we do it.
Tell me why, then.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
No.
I'm definitely learning that I don't need to take your brain.
Here. Again. Not many human interaction. So no. I do know what you think. Do you other language?
Oh, I've got plenty.
Enlighten me. How many?
How high can you count?
Pretty high. Just like how many stitches I can make.
Considering that job you did cutting yourself, I don't actually know how many that is.
Yes, you dispel. No appreciate.
Honestly, I thought you were going to stab yourself because you were some kind of enchanted dancing fool. And you were looking for an out. This was much more than I was expecting. You look like you'd been dancing for days. No wonder you were exhausted. I had no idea this is what was really going on. This is much better.
No.
You know there are spells that make people dance until they die?
No. I dance of free will.
How's that working out for you?
Very well. Here with you.
Yeah, exactly. How is that working out for you?
Excellent.
So where are you from exactly?
No. You. I question you first.
Yeah, you can ask all kinds of questions, but I want to know where you're from because what you learn isn't going to matter. You're not going to see the morning. Well, maybe you'll see the morning. We have rules on this boat, but, a little bit later.
Yes.
Do you have lunch plans? Because I'm considering making them.
You inviting to dinner? Lunch?
I mean, you're not going to see another dinner.
You move too quick. No elegance.
I'm not called the Elegant Carver. I'm called the Butcher.
Shame. So, you have no intention of stopping?
I mean, why would I? It's been working out great so far.
You no care about phantasmals at all, then?
They're an amazing source of parts. Without them, I wouldn't be me.
You without adding people. You are a person, a soul, and you take from others. That is not you. What turned this? Did someone hurt you?
No, I just decided that there were things I wanted and I took them. Are you a therapist horse? Are you like a therapy dog, but like bigger and himbo?
Sure,
Don't think
let's
that word
go.
existed, but...
Assume yes.
No, remember we established.
Oh yeah, that's right. We coined it.
So if you enter Grail War, what is wish? What, you just get more parts? Is that goal?
Well, you think I need to make a wish for that? No, this is the best chance I'm ever going to have to find things worth hunting.
So you wish
Are you
that...
kidding? Summoning 7 things from out history or mythology? I would have thought I'd need to wish to find a centaur, but it turns out one just pops up at the dinner table. This place really does have whatever you want. No, I want to fight a dragon.
A dragon. Okay. That you wish to make dragon. That is wish.
Dragon, sphinx, like whatever. There's plenty of stuff I've never seen and fought. I want to see what happens. Why, what about you? Do you want to wish that you could actually find some pants that fit?
No pants. That's not necessary.
Yeah, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I might not need pants anymore. This is more complicated than I thought. Do you have pockets?
No. Yes?
Oh, this could be a deal breaker.
No stairs, no pockets. Centaur no good, obviously.
I mean, there's ways to add pockets.
Don't like that.
So, you just... There's no helping you. You seem happy with what do.
I mean, I'm not looking for help unless you're... Listen, if you want to help me, just wait right outside the boat. Save me the trouble, but I would rather chase you. If I'm being honest. Like, I mean, yes, there's professionalism, but I would have fun, because I've never got to chase a centaur before.
You say you sell. Who you sell to?
Oh, I'm keeping the good stuff for me.
But you give to others.
Oh, I mean, there's always business. What, you think all these mages get their own shit? You kidding? They spend their time in their workshops doing whatever.
So, say mages over here get stuff from you?
What, the ones over there at that table? They find their own stuff. They go digging in the dirt. No, I'm talking about the mages that don't go to Clock Tower, that don't go out. Although some of them probably do too. I don't know. Supply chain's a complicated concept. It might be a bit beyond you.
Interesting.
So, like, were you raised in the woods or something? You kind of smell like pine saw.
And it's just like, you smell of death.
You see, you say I smell of death, but I think I smell of many different lives, and you can't tell the difference.
Oh, I tell difference. I see difference. And he just, like, puts his hand to his chest and, like, traces a section that was, like, elemental. And he goes, here. And then he traces another part that was aberration. And here, this is something that does not exist here. And then he goes to another area, and he just goes through the list of everything that he, like, saw on him. That he's, like, with his medical eyes, like, no, I know where you sutured yourself. You should not be able to do that. yet here you
I, for one, appreciate that you appreciate my talents.
I do
Thank
not
you.
appreciate-
Most people don't appreciate how hard this is to keep going. But you seem like a kindred spirit.
No. I am a healer who is abhorred by your ways.
You think I could do this without healers?
No. Actually, no. That's why I question you, and if you know medical arts.
I mean, I know how to put a thing and a thing together.
You have others do for you. You just bring part.
Oh no, I mean, I figured this out on my own. Are you kidding? I had to learn some of this from some people, but others help. I mean, you'd be amazed what you can really do once you're, beyond pain.
You feel no pain.
No, I don't feel anything.
That is why your heart is so dark, because you feel no pain.
Oh no, I used to feel pain. I got rid of that a while ago. That was an easy upgrade.
You would never live side by side. You only
With
see
what?
everybody. You only see, and he just kind of motions to like this entire boat, like, because they like Johnny's there and everyone else. You only see as gain. You have no heart.
Oh, I have 3 hearts.
Jesus.
You are
You never
very
know when one's going to give up and you have to go to plan B.
How many stomach? 5?
Why would I need 5 stomachs? That's silly. Thought you were a doctor.
I thought you smart. I thought you pick sarcasm.
Oh, you are working on it. All right, here we go. You're a bit feisty up there after all.
And he just swings him around. And he is actually furious right now, because it's like, no, there is no saving this man. This man's gotta go. He's written this off to Eldath in his head like, ma'am, I know we peaceful. We got a problem on our hands. So, yeah, he is.
So what about you? You ever tried putting one and one together? Ever trying to make anything new?
No. I am happy as self.
Oh, okay.
You should have been happy with self too.
Oh, I was happy. There's just always room to grow. So tell me, you were pretty raspy a bit before. You seemed real tired, and now you seem to be up and up.
Dancing Ken Tucker. Dancing a lot tonight.
Hmm.
He said self.
Yeah, I bet. So tell me this then. You're so critical of the many, many things that are in me, but how many things are in you?
Just self.
Are you all you? Are you sure you're all you?
Are you so sure I'm not me? Is that
Yeah,
why you asked?
because I could sense it. You think I can't tell you got a little bit of elemental right in here? And he taps you on the chest.
All right. So you do. You are same. You do. You said you meddle small medical, but you do more than you let on. He's clear.
Look, man, you're the one who's eating elementals. That's on you. You're sure projecting a whole lot on me, though. Such a hypocrite.
See, me is all me. I just faithful. But you no seem faithful.
Are you faithful to the elemental that you ate to feel better?
I no eat.
Well, then how did it get there?
Faith. We share bond. But you know that. You don't reciprocate feelings. You don't ask. You don't receive. You just take.
So, wait, you share a bond with an elemental?
Anyone who faithful can share bond.
Yeah, but like with an elemental.
Again, Why not?
Because I know someone who has taken something when I see them. And you've clearly taken something for your own gain, and it's flowing through your veins right now.
What you mean?
You think on that if you don't know. But this has been enlightening.
And he just looks over to Pierce. And he looks to him. We will continue this later.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. So what, you want like a 3-minute head start?
No, remember, boat, you no touch me.
Oh, I don't need to. Have fun in the games. And he turns around and he walks away.
He's going straight to fucking Pierce.
And as he walks by, Johnny says,
Dinner first.
"Hi, Annis. Have fun. Bye."
Pierce.
What'd you say?
As he walks by Johnny, he says, "Yeah, hi, Annis. Not dancing. Bye."
Yeah, he's going straight to Pierce, and he is furious.
Well, that's where we're stopping.
No!
Yeah. So there you go. You're learning stuff.
You put the elemental in him. That's what Pierce fucking did. It wasn't a relic. Oh, that son of a bitch.
But he's helping you so much. You don't have disadvantage on your rolls anymore.
He's gonna really take that fucking shit out of me right now. Pull it back, motherfucker.
Good
I don't
times.
care if you got me coitus. It's getting out of me.
Good times. All right, so I'm going to advance the clock by a little bit because you guys did a lot of stuff there.
The Grail War, bitch, you getting downstairs.
It's 1:20 in the morning.
And we about to
Shabam.
fuck. Get this shit out of me.
Oh, in game. I'm like
In game, yeah, no.
In game. Essentially, we're fast forwarding to the point where next time when we start up, barring any startup session drama, we'll then actually go into the thing proper. Because I'm hoping we can knock it all out in one session. We'll see.
Pierce is about to be busy, whether he likes it or not. He doesn't get a choice anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll pick that up when we pick up again, whenever that is. We'll figure it out.
I called him out, and he passed that roll.
Iden is actually beyond upset right now. Because, like, in general, the elemental ties would have been Eldath. But when Butcher started leaning into that real hard, ooh. I was like, fucker. I hate that he's right, but fucker, you are onto something.
That is the dangerous thing with surrounding yourself with questionable people.
Yeah, no, trust me. That man's about to, he's not gonna be able to run in a minute.
It's going to be fun. Just remember, he didn't hurt you.
He didn't hurt me, but, he did.
He hurt you.
He hurt me.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll wrap that up for here, and then we'll pick up later. Also, if anyone is listening to this and recording for him in the future, we also have summary things now in a separate playlist, thanks to Artie going through and doing the hard work of actually editing our old-ass episodes. Hooray.
We gotten 2 done so far. Working on 3.
It's all good. But yeah, those are fun. They're fun recaps. I've listened to them, and they're great, and they catch the high points so that you don't have to listen to 6 hours of us figuring out how Fantasy Grounds works. It's also fun recaps now that we're actually following up on plot hooks from like forever ago. So, yeah. Enjoy. But for now, good night, Internet Stream.
Good night.